Saturday night.
Hello, Saturday night!
Hi,
guys! Woo! Welcome to another episode of The Role Players.
Yes.
How are you guys doing? Let me say hello to my
Hi.
crazy players.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, guys.
Good.
Hello,
Yes,
man.
Everything is fantastic.
Everything is good.
Everything's
Cheers
happy.
to you guys.
Cheers to you.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's a beautiful
Won't
day in the
you be
dungeon.
mine? Would you be mine?
Won't you?
Be my neighbor?
Aw.
Oh,
neighbor.
yes, I'll be all of your
Nice.
neighbors.
All he had to
and
do
your
was
neighbor
shave his
out there.
beard, and he got very Mr. Rogersy.
Oh, tell him I'm so naked.
Yeah, Seville is naked.
Yes.
Here. Well done. Looks good though, dude.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.
So, guys.
I want to make an announcement.
Yeah, we're supposed to do some
You're
announcements.
pregnant again.
Yeah, we do have some announcements.
Another alien
Another-
baby?
That's not even at this point. They just pop out. It's like, not really.
Oh.
It's not
That's
an
a
They're
whole,
not
event.
that's a whole
special
thing.
It's
anymore.
not
Yeah.
an event.
Okay.
The event I just wanted to make an announcement about is that today is January 11th, which is one of my favorite days because
But why?
it's Johnny's birthday.
DM's birthday.
Gosh,
Thank
I
you,
wish we had
guys.
some like
Birthday,
music or
yes.
something like that. That we can hold
Some-
on.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Some of you may have noticed I do have a guitar.
Oh.
Oh my God, I totally
Oh, I
missed
thought that was like a
What?
big weapon with
I
strings or
didn't
something.
even-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
What made you bring that up?
well, it's funny you mentioned that, Alyssa, because
Yeah.
we reached 150 followers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
Mm.
a song was promised, so I would like to humbly audition a song as Otto, which might, who knows, serve as the theme song
That's so auto.
for our story.
yeah.
group.
I love that.
I don't wanna.
Okay, goosebumps here. All right, all right.
Oh.
It might be so good.
This is
That
it's
it might-
it's probably going to be the best ever.
Well,
Oh my god, I'm really excited.
well, Otto, he would just tell you guys, sort of, when we had a downtime, he would, probably just be fiddling around with his lyre. And he would, look up at you guys and he would say, we've been on quite a strange journey together. And I don't know, it was rolling around in the back of my mind and I may have scribbled down a few just ridiculous thoughts, but I put pen to paper and I put a song in my heart. So, without further ado, here it is. I hope you like it. We started on a ship brought together by a storm. We traveled through the rift to a new world beyond. We were thrown into shackles. We were hunted down by thieves. But they'll never be able to stop us. Tabitha, help me out on this one. From saving our Niagara Lee. For we are the nameless adventurers for now. We don't have a name yet.
name yet.
Come on, guys, help us out.
Help us out, or the song is forever unfinished.
I mean, Nameless Adventure is honestly pretty good.
We are now the Nameless Adventurers.
The Nameless Adventurers, a bit of a cop-out name, but I don't hate it.
love
I don't hate it.
Don't hate it.
And
I
also,
loved the singing. It was beautiful.
Oh my
Nice.
God, dude.
Well done.
thanks
Yeah,
for jumping
well
in
done.
and having my
You
back.
are so talented. That's insane. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Guess how many
That's very
taverns
good.
we're stopping at.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
None of them, they don't deserve your talent.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
Otto
think Otto feels
has
that
no
way, too.
interest in
talent,
fledgling gigs.
manager.
Right.
Manager for sure.
Right.
Gold.
Yeah.
Body,
Bodyguard.
He at his before he
and
found.
MCs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Backup dancers.
Backup.
Oh.
Are we throwing away
Harmony?
adventuring to become a band?
Ooh.
Well,
I
anyway,
honestly
just him
It's an
and
undercover
I think
thing. I
it's
like it.
better than our circus adjacent concept from
Yeah.
last
Whoa.
time.
And hey, we
It's
might not get
Circus
hurt as
adjacent.
much if we stop being adventurers and just play
You never
music
know,
from
though.
town
You know,
to town.
taverns are dangerous places.
But happy birthday to you, man.
Aw.
Happy
Hey.
birthday,
guys.
Give
Thank
us
you
a little.
all.
Give us a little. Put this in a G or an F bent.
Happy I can't. It's two. We didn't plan this. We didn't coordinate this, and I'm a solo act.
We'll
I
get back
refuse.
to you.
All right.
Okay, yeah. The love is taken.
The first couple of notes of that were really.
I think
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
right? I don't know.
I don't know. I think our people
But I
probably
think we
wanna
might
get to
maybe have
adventuring and not
something
embarrassing.
to.
But later.
True,
We'll
we
do
do.
that later.
Yeah.
First, we want to see, like, where are we? What's going on?
Yeah, we
had
probably
this
want
huge
more.
fight.
There could be more birthday
Okay.
festivities for anyone tuning into the stream who's
Yeah.
thinking, was that it? Maybe it's not it.
Maybe it's not.
Not.
Maybe there's more to.
Have to keep watching.
That's right, guys. You want to keep watching the whole stream tonight. We are giving away a D&D book of your choice because we
What?
hit 150
A whole
followers.
book?
A whole
Wow.
book. A whole book of their
Yeah.
choice.
Wait, who got the Timmy the Sport?
Timmy the
right?
Spork. And Timmy is out there. He's been looking at the book. He's been
Player's
having such a
Handbook?
great... Yeah, he got the Player's Handbook. He's been looking
Nice.
through it.
Major.
Coming up with some really cool ideas for characters, I gotta say. Timmy, we're excited to see what you do with
Well,
that.
Timmy, yeah, definitely put in the chat your whatever character you're gonna make, so we can all feel like we're following along as you've been following along with us.
Yeah, and I
Here,
come up with a
here.
good one. Throw an NPC in there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me some
I
info,
like the
give me a
sound of that.
name, and it might just pop up in an accurately, and we're getting a call right now, which you can't do.
Hello.
Off the set.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Get away.
So,
So, all right, guys, let's bring it back and remember last episode.
Okay.
You guys, having safely arrived in Vordin, you all decided to kind of do your own thing for a while. Luckily, that worked out. Otto bought a gorgeous chest plate. Seville checked in and was almost murdered by his edge guard.
awesome.
Willard
Sure.
was recruited to go off kind of outside the party and go back to Merrig and perhaps take over the town. We're not really sure. He kind of wandered off with Abernath.
Hi, Willard.
And
Hey, Willard. Bye, Willard.
Erisette was diligently watching the West Gate until Spider and Azora came up and kind of blew her cover, and you guys decided to all make your way to the Wet and Whistle,
Sweet.
where you met back up with Seville, and he briefed you on the fact that there's some things going down in the kingdom, and you guys might have a role yet to play. Stepping outside the tavern, Spider pointed out that there was somebody from the Falir who was trailing you guys. You devised a plan,
Not for long.
sending Tabitha up ahead on her own.
As bait.
Very brave.
As bait,
Yes.
super
Very,
brave,
very
her
brave.
choice, really impressive.
Committed to the group.
Cut down an alleyway, was quickly boxed in. And then you guys
so many.
rushed in to help, and then you guys were boxed
We
in.
boxed in the box.
The box in
Yeah.
the box in the box.
Yes.
It was a tough fight. It was pretty risky.
It was a long fight.
It was a long fight.
long
It was,
fight,
yep. You know, as a DM, it's so exciting to see what choices you make. I thought that was going to go a completely different way.
But who
you guys
won
slugged
again?
it out.
Who won?
I think it was the other. No, it was you guys.
No, it was us.
It was you
Yeah.
guys. Yes, it was.
And who was awarded inspiration for their
Oh,
Plane?
Show
dang.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Tabitha, not grass over here, or should I say, Tabitha the tornado?
Tabitha the
Yeah.
Tornado.
Yeah.
Yes, I awarded inspiration me not only because you had an amazing critical. Anybody can roll criticals, although you seem to always do it when you need it in battle, which is dope.
That's because of halfling luck.
That's true. That's very true. But you cut through all the baddies to rush over to Erisette's aid.
Well, she made a weird choice
Yes.
in combat, so I had to help her out.
Gotta help your
Like a
girl out.
rookie.
Yes.
But you know what the beauty of that was? That all I could think about was my peers and how I had to protect him. And I was like, go for the hardest thing first. Get it out of the way. So I said, they'll be there and back me up. And they did. They came. We didn't even discuss it. It just happened wordlessly.
We have each other's
Always.
backs.
It was.
I wasn't gonna let my boy Seville Ranta go down.
No.
No, that's true.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he did go down, but I got him right back up.
Right back up.
Yeah,
Right
Seville
back
did go
up.
down.
I did.
You know,
Briefly.
it's interesting for an edge guard, but
3-second roll.
His dick.
Yeah, I think we were all a
Yes.
bit surprised by
Yes.
that, especially when we saw him single-handedly fight off a horde of zombies on his own.
I think it was
That's true.
because rattled with my superior.
that's true. Yeah,
And then,
Seville was in a weird place that
Gave me a little
time.
psychic,
That's right.
psychic damage before.
Although
the fight.
we're not privy to that necessarily.
He told you some of it.
He did?
He
Okay.
seemed
But-
shaken.
You
but,
told us a
but
bit.
not,
Like,
but
something's
not,
up.
not exactly what happened with
And am
his
I right?
superiors.
We know we're supposed to meet with his superior later.
You did mention that when you were at the tavern. You said that you were going to perhaps meet later on that night.
Didn't,
Okay.
didn't we at the end get saved
So,
by
yes, so-
his superior.
But you guys, by the way, you'd already
Saved by
won the
Zero,
fight.
yeah.
Two or three people were sleeping
Yeah.
due to Anazora's spell.
Yep.
And
Clutch.
you guys were
The
rounding up the
clutchness.
rest and they started to flee, when the Crown's Guard showed up, and another woman was cutting through the Crown's Guard as the Crown's Guard thought you guys were perhaps another rival faction or something. Seville showed proof that he was Edgeguard, and they stood down a little bit, and then from the crowd comes this beautiful dark-skinned elven woman with short hair. Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda
Yeah.
forever. Whatever that, yeah. And
Is it blonde hair?
no, it's
It's
it's dark.
White?
Okay.
It's dark. It's dark.
It's dark.
She's beautiful. She's strong. She has this gorgeous, like blue-gray armor, the armor of the Edgeguard,
Cute.
on that looks both completely strong and very fluid.
Exactly.
Again, it's kind of got a mithril look to it. And as she cuts through the crowd, that's pretty much where we left it last time. And she comes right up to you guys. And are you ready to go in? We're going in.
I think we're ready to
Going in.
Super
get
good.
in.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
think, and the way I imagine this is, we probably all look hurt. I know certainly, even though I was able to heal myself and some of the others, I still probably bear some visible damage from it. And I kind of put my hands up defensively and I say, "Thank goodness you're here. We were jumped and attacked by this rabble."
And she is just striding past. She's pushing past the other Crown's Guard and almost kind of like just pushing them aside. She comes right up and she gathers you guys, and she says very quietly to you, "Let this happen," so that only you hear this.
Mhm.
And then
She says, "Let this happen."
let this happen.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
boom, you feel this spike in your head. And everything
stop
everything
that.
goes white and you start falling back. Now, if you don't want to let it happen, roll a con save.
I think I will trust her. I will let it happen.
You
to
let
me.
it happen.
Me too.
I'm like so intrigued because I like anything beautiful, and that's her. That I'm
Okay.
like, okay, sure.
Okay.
She's such an icon. You
I'm
can't
like,
say no to
"Great,
her.
I'll do it. Whatever you
Seville.
want.
Anything. Do it.
And Azora.
We just met this lady.
Yeah,
Are
girl.
you gonna be the
Role
suspicious
play that.
one?
Yeah, that's right. Roll a con save.
Good choice.
16.
Just why not throw a
plus-
wrench right in the beginning?
No.
I bet you have decent
I
con.
think I do. I think because I have +2 to.
Oh, here I can pull it up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
thank
have
you.
it ready.
Yeah, it's
too.
just
Let me-
tricky on mobile. It
You
doesn't
gotta
show
see
you like the
everything.
full picture of
I'm gonna
everything.
Don't worry, I got
Can you
this.
screenshot it when you get it up?
I know, but you
Oh,
got
so
Do you
enough
know
to
the
do.
basic ones?
Let me just
Well,
have her
that's true.
character ready.
That's true.
Let me just have her character ready.
But natural 16, so we're probably in pretty good shape.
Oh, here's saves. It's a con save.
It's a con save, and I'm
Plus
pulling you.
1. So
17.
Okay, so you actually kind of take a defensive stance. You're like, I'm not letting this
I
happen.
think not even like consciously. Just
No, just
something spiking in my
instinctively.
brain. I
No,
don't
just
like that.
you're getting ready to
Right.
defend. You bring your hand up to create a shield again, and you feel this power in your brain. Everything goes white, and you're trying to fight it. You see it about, and then it just all goes white, and that's the last thing you remember. Later, you all wake up in a room. There's a window. You're all on beds. Out the window, you can see it's dark. You start to stir. You hear the sounds of the city still, but it's clearly nighttime. You're not bound. You have all your weapons.
Yay.
What would you like to do?
Are we rested? Did we get a long
Is
rest?
that lady here?
Hello?
Are we healed and rested, or are we?
Hello?
You're
Who's
up.
in the room? Yeah?
You're up.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Where are we?
You're safe.
Okay.
Is it
where?
the same lady in
It's
the
not
armor?
exactly a location.
Do I recognize it as where I went before?
No, there's a window.
Seville, what's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Oh, is your
I'm-
name Seville as well?
No, it's not.
I was
Oh.
talking to Seville.
The assassinator coming through.
Guys, we got to get that emote going. Just FYI.
Yeah, just sass. S-A-S-S.
Assassinator.
Yeah.
Assassinate her!
You may call me Larar.
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 Oh, what a lovely... What was that? Oh, I would try to place it in the Forgotten Realms, but I suspect you would not...
No, it's not part of Faerun.
It's an honorific for her title and position.
You know
Yes.
her well.
Okay.
You know her well, Seville.
No, I don't.
I see,
Just
okay.
as a trainer overseeing my teachers, my time at the academy, so I know of her, of course. Everyone knows.
So you're with the Edgeguard.
I'm the head
She is the Edgeguard.
of the Edgeguard. That is my privilege.
Ah.
I serve the king and the kingdom.
Okay.
Well, then it appears that we are on common ground here.
Luckily so. I met with Seville earlier today. Seville, I have to tell you, I was planning on ending your service to the Edgeguard tonight. When I probed your mind, I felt your resistance. Very powerful. Too powerful for your level and your training. I thought for sure that you were hiding something from me. The attack in the streets, however, has shown me otherwise. Luckily for you, and for your assets, I think you called them.
You called us assets?
Well, that's what we address. People
Okay,
of
Okay.
interest.
we'll talk about that later.
Don't
Yeah.
take it
Don't like
personally.
that.
I'm
Fine.
also a person of interest, so when we communicate, it's very succinct and we just use certain terminology. It's nothing personal.
I see. So you're her asset and we're your assets?
I'm probably an expendable asset, as most young Edgeguards are, so it's nothing personal. It's
Seville,
just a
we're
thing.
all expendable for the kingdom.
Right.
Touche.
So, as I briefed Seville, I will now brief you. There is a threat to this kingdom. I don't expect you to care, not being from this land. However, I think I might have a place for you in this kingdom, and a reward for such help.
Ooh.
Well, ding ding.
Okay. What is the reward?
You have
can
my
start
attention.
There.
Mercenary, I like that.
Yeah.
You'll do quite nicely. But let's back up. First of all, do you know who you are facing in the streets?
Oh, I
Some
believe we
baddies.
have some idea. Those were members of the Flair Thieves Guild, if I...
There were some Fleer.
Oh dear, not the Sumrock as well.
Sumrak were also in on it.
Anyone else?
What about the
There
other
was
two?
another small faction, but they're unimportant. The takeaway is that the thieves guilds were working together to capture or assassinate you, and we haven't seen that before.
Yes, we've
So-
done very well of making enemies since we got here.
I see that.
For better or for worse.
Okay. Well, we have a problem. We don't know that the thieves guilds are involved, but we know that you lot are.
What do you mean?
What
We-
problem?
The problem, there's a plot against the king and the kingdom. And all we know is that someone high up, we suspect high up, in the Crown's Guard, is involved. That is not an easy thing to do. To infiltrate the Crown's Guard, we've not seen that before.
Huh. Well, we saw it.
We've seen plenty of it
Plenty
so far.
of corrupt Crown's Guard where we saw.
Oh, low level, yes, at the Shade Trade, of course we know that.
Well,
And
can
some
you-
are undercover there as well.
Can you educate us on a bit of history? What processes are in place to screen a Crown's Guard? What does it take to rise to the upper ranks? Is there any chance that
We don't have a lot of time tonight, but I will tell you succinctly
Yes.
that to join the Crown's Guard, you join when you're 12. We take you from, not take you from your family, but you join from your family.
The Crown's God, not the Age God.
The Edge Guard is different.
Okay.
Edge Guard, you join
5.
very young.
And if I'm understanding that right, you guard the edge of the realm, so to speak.
Correct.
Still, they took you from your parents.
It's not a bad thing. It's a Mendeleal quality, and it's quite an honor to serve.
It
I
is
think
an
it's had an effect on him.
it is quite an honor. The
But
the
yes,
family is well taken care of for this tribute to the kingdom,
I see them
and
every once in a while.
regularly.
You
I'd say.
doubt him. Do you know how loyal he's been through everything that we have gone through? And you would doubt him? He was
Yes.
taken at the age of 5, and you nearly destroyed him?
I do doubt any potential threat to this kingdom. I never would have thought the higher echelon of the Crown's Guard could be infiltrated.
Why do people want to hurt the king?
We're an unusual kingdom. Seville, I would hope, have told you, but we're an unusual light in the darkness of this land. Darkness does not care for the light. It tries to snuff it out.
And are you saying darkness as in light as good and bad?
Yes.
Well, I've always thought that sometimes darkness can show you the light.
Are you going to
Reminds
play
me
a
of
song?
I once
She
I
sees
think
me
you do
scribble
have a
something in my journal, but that's all for now. I would hate to interrupt.
You do have a song.
No, I don't. I will
Yeah.
Don't play it.
do. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
You like
I
that?
like that a lot. I think that's quite good.
Well, when I hear something, you know. But anyway, sorry.
Can we
You
carry on? Is that okay?
Oh, of course, yes.
Thank you.
sorry. Yeah.
We've been through quite a bit. We're a bit punchy, and
I
I
understand.
don't even know if
Yeah.
we've been seen. We've got wounds, you know.
Yes, I'm seeing double of you right now. I got, I
Well,
believe,
let's-
I would like
thrust.
some
We
food
got our
in
ass
the-
kicked here, man.
we will deal with that in a moment. Let me tell you that publicly, I knocked you out. We removed your weapons and we bound you as if you were being captured along with the others.
Ah,
We saw that you were being watched, and we needed to make a show of it.
So you did all this to protect us.
But he
Not
didn't actually do
just-
any of it. We have our weapons. We're not bound.
No,
Right.
you have your weapons have been
Well, she
returned.
undid it.
No, we did. This
It was
isn't
all
just
for show.
It's not just. It is for show. It's not just for your protection, but it's for the mission that I hope you will undertake on behalf of the kingdom. Again, there is a reward for you. For you, it's your duty. But for the rest, I think there is something that they like, perhaps more than gold and riches, though perhaps not.
well,
With some.
Well,
Maybe.
if it pleases you, I'd like to hear what the mission is, and then
We will get to that in a
perhaps-
moment. I would like. You've met the captain of the Crown's Guard in.
Ivel,
Yes, Ivel. Yes. Ivel has been assassinated.
Navir,
Right.
And what?
was he assassinated there?
He was assassinated there, yes. As was the magistrate that met with you, as were several members of his Crown Guard detachment in Navir.
Ivel was a good man,
Just after we left.
doing his job.
I think you're probably aware that
Soon
Sumrock
after.
was likely responsible for that. They ambushed our transport.
I don't believe so, and here's why.
Hmm.
With his dying act, Ivel, using his own blood, wrote the words Vakari on his arm.
Curry.
You know what that
Vakari.
is. You know what that is right away.
How do I
Seville
spell
knows that word
Vakari?
means traitor.
Traitor. Ah,
Is that why
I
you thought
see.
I was the traitor?
We knew there was a traitor.
Well,
But also, you're gallivanting across Anacroli with assets from Faerun, which is counter to your orders. So, yes, we thought there was ample evidence to doubt you.
well, hopefully someone will put a little faith in me, thank you, Araset, because I've been just trying to get to a location where we could just rest and contact with you, because we've been through a lot, and yeah, that's all I was trying to do.
Before we depart, I will do a mind connection with you,
Mm.
and I will see your whole journey.
Okay, circling back
So-
to the reward.
Circling back to the mission.
Okay.
As of now, Seville, you are disavowed from the Edgeguard. Only publicly.
Mm.
You are on mission for us still. But as of now, the public thinks that you have been removed, for those who knew your Edge, anyway. Which it does seem that every thieving guild out there knows that you're Edgeguard. And knows who you are, and of course, you're orange.
Okay, you don't
and
have
we
to rub it in.
have to do something about that.
It's quite a nice colour.
It is lovely,
Thank you.
but it stands out.
Mm.
Yeah, you're the only one here.
Maybe
so.
other people will just have to be orange as well.
No.
I don't think
Alright.
that's going to happen, but maybe it'll catch on.
Just throwing something out there.
She gave it like one section. All right.
Look at this beautiful complexion. Would you ever want that to be orange?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right.
So,
So
I
the
rest my-
reason I
my
am in
tail and-
Vordin to begin with, I know you're not military,
Sorry.
Good tabby.
but
Good.
let's
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah.
Sounded
The reason
like
I'm in
that.
Vordin to begin with, quite on accident to see you, is that We know that operatives against the kingdom are operating somewhere in this region. It seems to all circle around the city of Vordin. I have only been here for a day. We have searched through the city and found no signs of what we're looking for. We have one more location to search, and I think I'm going to ask you to undertake it. The sewers.
Oh.
So your mission
Lovely.
is to go down into the sewers and look for any sign of essentially a plot against the kingdom. This could be many things.
Okay, question about the sewers. In this part of a necroly, is there a large rodent population?
Rodents are everywhere.
Okay.
They're not ROUSs though.
Nay.
Thank you. Rodents of
Rodents
unusual
of
size?
unusual size.
I don't think they exist.
Now, do you have some clue or some reason to check the sewers, or is this just merely a mission in the spirit of checking out everything?
It's both.
Everything.
I know that those operating are operating out of Vordin somewhere. I know it is not on the surface or any of the houses.
So-
We've looked for portals, we've looked for any sign of activity, and it is not above ground.
Do you have an idea? Are they with the Thievings Guild? Did they work for the Thieves Guilds?
I have no idea.
You know
Okay.
nothing.
We know very little. We know there's a credible threat against
Okay.
against the kingdom. Thank you. I was
May
going to let it
I-
play out, but
That's
What
all right.
does the
Speaking
world
common
think you did
twists
to
my
us?
tongue
it's
too.
tough.
After you
Tongue's
blasted
my
all of
twist.
us, what does the world think you did with us? You
Probably
bound
we were
us,
abducted, I
took us
was
to prison.
taken into custody.
Tonight you
Well,
will
we're all
escape.
used to that by now.
Ah,
You have a reputation
That's
already
true.
as being hard to pin down.
Hmm?
It will be believed that you managed to escape.
So we're no more wanted than
Wait.
we already were.
Right. Are we gonna
Exactly.
get
Actually,
more
you're less
trouble?
wanted.
Good.
We have both assets with the Edgeguard and with the Crown's Guard, trusted assets,
Good.
in every city that you will go to. We will
Right.
send word,
Good.
and I will
I'll know
give
how
you
to
those
contact
names
them.
before we
Excellent.
leave.
You guys really like your assets, don't
Okay,
you?
so our mission
Very
is
fun
to
word.
do the
It
sewers.
is a good word.
Yes.
It's not a
Just for
negative word.
today, and then like moving forward, what is the end goal mission?
Well, we can report back our findings, I assume.
I am hoping you find something that sheds light on what's happening.
Okay.
From there, I will find you and debrief you. Now,
Sure.
your reward.
Yes.
Your reward is something that only I and perhaps the king, well, definitely the king, can grant.
It's going to be a crown.
Would you just let him say what it is?
No, you will be allowed to leave Anacroli and go home
What? To my
Yes.
kingdom.
to Faerun.
You know how to do that?
Tabitha, we can get you some gold as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
You can even stay if you want.
Oh. Well,
Well, absolutely not. This place is dreadful, but thank you so very much.
would we ever be allowed to return?
Perhaps.
ooh.
We're wanted here.
You're wanted. You're wanted for now.
But he's been trying to kill
Wait,
us.
so-
Once we uncover this plot
Yes.
and we protect the kingdom, we will make it known that you are friends of the kingdom and you will have passage.
I like the sound of that.
Oh.
And you have not seen the jewels of our kingdom. Vordin is but a small town compared to Carthan or Asley.
Now, I do have a couple of questions of inquiry.
We don't have much time, but yes, please.
I'll make it brief. Has your investigation gone into the circle at all, the leadership here in Vordin?
Indeed, it has.
And as the Crown Guard, do they have a presence there?
Not directly on the circle.
So there's no chance that the traitor could be in the sort of higher echelon of leadership, or we don't know?
There's any chance.
I see.
Perhaps searching the sewers, you might find evidence.
Now, I am happy to undertake this quest for the reward you've offered. That's more than fair. But I had brought up to the group that perhaps meeting with the circle could give us a chance to get a read on the leadership and see if there's any suspicion there.
That
what
perhaps
do you recommend?
would have been an option before the circumstances that you're back on the run being hunted, even by us.
Okay.
So
Now-
you cannot go gallivanting in public.
Shit.
Have you done?
But I love to gallivant.
Have you done any checking of, say, jewelry stores or like Thanks.
Oh, we could investigate those.
And yes, I would be more than happy to lead an investigation. And
I'm sure you would.
We have to be thorough after
Are we
all.
going to be
Tabitha.
running into other edge?
There are numerous entities, I imagine, in the sewers that have wealth on them and are all bad. So we know that the thieves guilds are all operating in pockets down there. They at least use the sewers.
They're
I'm
no
sure you
friends
can
of
relieve a
ours.
few of their coin.
We'll be able to get more than the bank holds if we hit the right person.
Okay. Well, I'm in for the mission.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I'm in as well. Arasat, you
Are
seem
we-
troubled. You don't want to go into the sewers.
Do
Come
the
on.
edge know
You can plug your
about my
nose.
disavowalment? Am I going to run into him and have problems with him?
You will have to defend yourself for anyone who attacks you, including Edge. And I do have to stress to you that you cannot break the silence of your mission. If Edge attacks you, then they are not trusted, and you may do what you need to defend yourself.
All right, fair enough.
Same with the Crown's Guard.
Okay.
But don't
No-
you realize
Good.
that could put us in a position where Seville would have to strike down some of his own?
Yes, I understand that.
You understand there's
Every-
no going back from this.
Everyone in the Edge Guard are here to protect the kingdom. Everyone in the Crown's Guard, except for our traitors, are here to protect the kingdom. They
Yes.
would happily lay down their lives.
I must say, this is all taking shape. If we find this traitor, we would have uncovered a terrible conspiracy, and what an adventure tale I can bring back to my home realm. Ah, this is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Small
Wonderful if
problem
we
with that.
survive.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
yes,
you know
but-
about
You
it.
may
Very
you may
sad.
return home, but you may not
Yeah.
spread the information of Anacroli.
I'm like
Two-fair run.
sipping from a wineskin. I'm like, here, just have a bit of that. You'll feel better. My headache's almost completely gone away from that fight.
How do we contact you? We're going down into the sewers, doing your dirty work under a double
Literally
cover
dirty.
now.
Can you go into our minds?
I can, but not from a distance.
Oh.
I have a token I will give to Seville before you leave. That will allow him to contact me when you're ready.
Only he.
Only he is the Edge Guard. Right now, you're draftees, shall we say.
The terminology has been most troubling. Assets, draftees. Listen, Arisa, I sort of pull her aside for a second. I'm like, look, you have been able to fend for yourself. Even if we hadn't been cabin mates in that ship that brought us here, you're strong, you're capable. There's no reason you can't survive this too. We've got each other's backs.
I just feel that she's complicated things in a way we didn't need. You know, we would have been fine. We defeated them ourselves. Now why should we have to be your double undercover agents?
You don't have to. You have an option.
No,
Actually, I think you've taken those options away from us.
I want the
to go to
reward.
Faerun.
I'm in.
I have saved your life.
This
And
is
I
the-
will continue to save your life.
This is the only chance that has presented itself for me to return home. Don't screw this up for me.
You had a very different trajectory had you gone on your original destination down to the Crown's Guard's keep.
But you know, we must tell you, while I'm willing to
That's explicitly why I did not want to, and why I sent the Crown's Guard away for help, and we took off.
We're not monsters in this kingdom, but we will do what we have to do. Again, protecting the light of our kingdom is paramount to our survival. And I have
That's-
reports from Faerun. I know
Yeah.
the kingdoms and the cities that are there. They would join with other dark forces on this continent and destroy us.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because if you are in communication with other kingdoms, you may have a good idea that we were battling our own evils along the way, conspiring against not necessarily the king, but against innocence in the form of some ne'er-doer death cult. Or perhaps you're not familiar.
No, I don't believe. Well, that is to say, Seville did not tell me,
What
but I
death cult?
extracted the Fornouge.
you fool.
Oh, she knows. Don't call me a fool. She knows it exactly. I delivered all that intel.
Okay, well, how was I supposed to know that?
Yeah, well, I didn't know you called them a death cult.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that's what I came up with. I wrote it in my look. It has a
No.
ring to it.
This is the gentleman that has the book.
And you
written-
have the artifact.
Okay, so you do know.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is all very well and good. I'm happy to accept the mission, but is there any place where I can get like maybe upgraded weapons or magical items or any sort of things
I'm
that
afraid
would help?
I can't make it look like you have been sponsored by the state.
Okay, so then just like a secret back door alley kind of place.
Maybe we could put it into our little story about escaping that we snatched a few weapons along the way.
So there's no chance of getting my armor back, is there?
None. Not now.
How about something not so conspicuous, like a healing potion or two?
Yeah.
That could really
Yes,
benefit
yes,
us.
yes.
That I could probably arrange.
Okay, well we'll need as many of those as
Yeah,
you
quite
can.
good at it.
I'll see what we have here on hand.
Am I going to be able to have access to the cutters in different cities?
I don't trust the cutters the same way I trust the edge guard. I would never say that to them, but they have a very different upbringing than the edge. It's possible they've been more infiltrated than other factions of our government. So no,
When do you mean for us to go into the sewers? We've just...
tonight.
Oh dear, we've just been in quite the encounter,
I
you know.
understand. You should all feel better now. We have healed you while you rested.
Yes,
so.
I feel great, and I want a little
So,
redemption. for
DM side
falling
note,
in
if
battle.
you're not at full HP, you are.
We are.
You can be
Are
now.
we long rested though?
You're not
or
long
just-
rested. You
Okay.
just fully
Not
healed.
long rested?
Not yet.
Okay, so...
You can hit short rest though, so that might reset some.
That's a
of your,
good idea.
Yeah.
So, does she supply us with any number of like healing potions or things of that ilk?
Yeah, she's gonna give you healing potions.
Fantastic.
Let me see how many you guys get.
I want like cool magic items like everybody else has.
Well,
Where
we're
do I
gonna
get
go
those?
into
I don't
the
have any.
sewers, and we're
You guys have magic spell capabilities though.
Well, we're magical.
I want more
You
magic
killed it.
stuff.
You were able to kill everyone in one
Okay,
encounter.
We're gonna have to work on this, maybe behind the scenes.
well. It's a long
Tabitha.
journey, and there's a lot going on in the sewers.
I admire your pursuit of the avarice.
Yeah.
If you succeed in this mission,
Okay.
I'm sure we can find some lovely magic items for you. If you haven't achieved it on your own, I think you should have belief in yourself, though. You guys have done quite well. You have beat the odds of Anacrely to get to this point, get this far.
Thank
So
you.
Trust in yourself.
So just
Oh, good job. You get 9 healing potions.
Yay!
So,
No.
so my
full.
Total.
companion,
Common. 4, 6.
Common.
Larar.
I'm at full health though already right now.
My companion spoke about the death cult for Nuge and how we used the artifact that I recovered from the house, and it showed a different entity. Should we keep this artifact with us and continue to use it to explore it, or would it be in better hands, in your hands, or not? Because the two did not seem to be working with each other yet. I found it there, so I'm a little confused. Do you have any intel on that yet, or not yet?
Yeah,
I don't. Well, we have some intel,
Can you keep
but
the book?
it did not.
Yeah.
Yes, you may keep the
No,
book.
no.
I will look at
Potion.
it before you go.
Good. And I'd like to turn in my intel from Pharaoh.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm just gonna get my travel log trio
Mhm.
and hand them over.
Good to see you were doing your job, after all.
And then,
Yes.
so we were thinking
Times.
we all add 2 potions of healing, with the exception of you who has 1, and that will be all 9. What do you guys think about that?
9.
Because she's like the toughest,
Yes.
Which one do I choose?
And she has healing.
Yeah.
and
As
she
well.
is capable of
Hit
healing.
add,
Yeah,
and then add again.
but
And there you go.
stiff.
Potion of healing.
I just did the top one.
All I see is greater, superior, or supreme.
The top one
weird
that's
for some
black is the
reason.
one that you should choose.
When you
Just I think
Just
just potion of healing.
Put potion of healing in.
But
that's
like
it.
obviously I want the cool ones too. We'll have to
I forget how you
get them
have to.
somehow.
Just
Yeah,
type
I like
in
that.
potion.
When
of
we
healing,
level up.
Yeah,
not
type
healing
in potion first, and it will.
Yeah.
And Azara, I'm gonna put yours in your.
Hey, you
yours
guys,
right now.
where's my
okay?
mission?
I don't remember what you have to do to like rig it because it
It's
always
probably
is
in other
weird.
gear. There we go. Add, add. Okay. See
I
it?
can't add
Yeah,
for
you have it.
But
so-
you added
Oh, I got it.
greater,
You
so
got
you
it?
might want to remove those.
But I have your.
Oh,
character.
Yeah, you gotta
You
find
added
the one like
supreme.
this.
Good try.
And I also
So
need
manage equipment,
new ball bearings
to
because
other
I
gear.
used them before. Do you have any of
Scroll
those?
down, pull it more.
Let me see. 1 moment.
One more gets a P. Or you could just type in potion of healing.
And then you'll have to remove the greater ones. But yeah. Okay, so cool.
I do.
Just
Great.
I have
Yes, you
greater,
dropped your
superior,
balls, right?
Oh,
Yes,
just
I
regular.
used it.
Yeah.
In my file.
Add to
There you
it.
go.
Thank you.
That's 1,000.
Got it, okay.
Ooh.
All right. I'll just do that.
Okay, well, and I go over and from my like sack I take out my jeweled breastplate and I like look and I see that I have like a couple of slash marks across my chest and I look back at it and I'm like, I guess it's time to get this all dirty. And I'm gonna put it on for the
Okay.
sewer mission.
Okay.
I need all the protection I can get.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Okay.
time is it now?
Anything
What
for us?
time do they want us to go?
Soon. It's
No.
dark. You don't know what time it is yet,
We better
but it is
rest.
dark.
We better rest. How many hours
Yeah.
do we have to rest?
I'm afraid you have to leave tonight. If you find a safe place in the sewer, you can rest there, but you need
Safe
to
place in the
you
sewer.
need to leave before dawn or your lives
That's
are
supposed to be
forfeit.
funny.
Then I guess we should take. I mean, I'm at 16 of 28. I need.
No,
No,
you're,
full
fully
health,
healed.
Arasat.
He just said you.
Yeah.
Hit
need
hit
to
short
have-
rest
You have to
on the
excuse
thing
mild
and then
sauce.
put full healing.
I did a short
Yeah,
rest.
click that.
And reset maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, click that
so
again.
I'm better now.
So now you're good.
Oh. Well,
Now
then,
our
all right.
spells might be a bit limited, but
Oh,
we can
wait.
work around that. We can
Yeah.
be clever.
Work. Hold on. Reset maximum.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Just manually do it
Why
there,
is it
because
not
that's
good?
resetting your maximum, not your current.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just-
yeah.
heal.
Just hit heal.
Just
Yeah,
click
heal it
there.
up.
Change it
Just
back.
heal it up.
Oh well.
All right.
There
I'm healed.
Amen.
Lovely, lovely.
All right.
Well
right.
done. Well done, you. Listen,
Huh.
Yeah.
this is a dangerous plot. This is not your standard political uprising.
Okay.
I think this peace with Fornouge really, and I will tell you, we have some intelligence from the south. One of our assets, your favorite word, was at a
Your
small
favorite
town.
Assassinate is our favorite word.
That's a good one.
We voted.
Uh,
Coin for you.
one of one of our operatives, better than an asset, was down at Luknor, which is right next to the Dolgarum Mountains. Now,
Bulgarin Mountain?
Dolgarum,
Did you say Luknor?
Dolgarin, yes,
Luknor.
of course.
Luknor. With an
And
umlaut
what is the
over U.
significance of the Dolgarin Mountains again?
They are rumored to be, some sort of a dangerous hidden kingdom in the mountains. The
Ah.
mountains are treacherous. Our asset there tried to uncover it. She did not. She suspected that the denizens of this small town all knew something that they would not communicate, as if magic were preventing it. And she tried her best to probe their minds,
To no avail, I
to
assume?
no avail. And I think this news about Fornouge might be that missing component.
Yes, well, we've wondered to what degree Fornouge and his followers have organized here.
I fear we're up against a lot more than thieves' guilds.
I have a question
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Why would you have us waste our time in the sewers when obviously in the Dolgaran Mountains something far, far bigger than thieves is at the root of all of your troubles?
One step at a time, young one. There's something operating in the city that is connected. That will give us intelligence before we make our next step. I may well ask you, or send you, to those mountains. But first we have to figure out what is going on in Vordin and how it is connected to this plot.
Okay. Well, I say we should go because I want to get this over with.
Yeah,
I
so do
agree.
I. I want a little payback.
Very well, I'm ready. I've got my breastplate on.
Wow, before dawn.
And Azora,
You have about 3 hours.
we're going to need all 3 of those hours because Anazora, this is going to require major deceit on your part. I don't really know how you're going to do it, to be honest.
Well, think
who
about
am I
it. If we're under the
deceiving?
sewers, we're actually out of the public view. You could just be there openly, as far as I see.
Well, we're supposed to pretend we know nothing about this, and
Just don't get
As you
caught.
have been pretending this entire time, I believe.
We just keep
Alright.
doing what we're doing. This is exactly what
But
we're
I
doing.
will say this.
Instead of safe haven, we're still doing it.
If I see the Soonlock, or the Falir, those that have been a thorn in our side and have attacked us, It will be tempting to get revenge.
You may do as you wish, but stay alive and complete your mission.
We'll get
That is what I
intel,
wish.
and everything will be KOS until we can, we're going to take someone.
What was that?
Hostage.
meant to
Kill
do?
ourselves?
Give me your arm,
What's
please.
KOS?
Kill ourselves.
Kill on
Seville.
sight.
Your
Kill
arm.
on sight.
Ah.
That makes a little bit more sense.
And she reaches out and takes your arm, and she closes her eyes and puts her hand over you, and it moves a little bit deeper down your arm. She pushes down your sleeve so that the skin is bare. You have other markings that start to glow that you have not seen before on his hand. And you see suddenly this swirled red symbol burn into his skin. He doesn't flinch, it doesn't hurt. There's a glow to it, an arcane nature. And there's a symbol in the middle you barely see for a moment before they all fade.
Do me.
I'm sorry, you don't have the mental capacity to
Ouch!
utilize
That was a good
it.
burn.
Very few do.
No, just
The Mendeleal
to trigger the
are
effect.
special.
You're very smart.
Don't-
Even in
very.
the race of elves on our continent,
It's just
the
different.
Mendeleal are less than 1% of the population.
I knew you weren't just a
Very,
human.
very rare. Which is why when one is born, they are taken to the edge. They are trained and taken care of, and they grow their mental powers.
Sometimes they blossom, sometimes they don't, but when they do, it's a special thing.
And when
So-
they don't, we kill them and
Hmm.
eat them.
What?
We're not monsters. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Well,
like,
a
you called
Yes,
yourself
you
the
just
good
you just can't
people.
say stuff.
That would be very, very bad.
I wish we had more time to talk about where you're from.
She's quite an extraordinary.
I have notes of the
Being.
Feywild. I know of the Feywild only from our other assets and operatives that are in Faerun right now that come and report to us.
See, assets. It's a good word.
That's debatable. But yes, we should get going. And, well, if we're, as you say, if we survive, we can tell you about the Feywild and
Hopefully
Carry
I have
on.
enough mental capacity to handle this mission.
I hope
Is
you
this
do.
going directly to you?
Yes, and only me, and it is reusable. However, it will only work once a day,
All right.
Okay. But
and it will tax you to use to a small degree.
I am confused a little. I have to admit it. Because you told us you want us to pretend we escaped from you. And
You're
then-
not going to pretend. You are going to escape. When I leave this room, a guard will assume his post outside the door, and you will have to find a way to escape on your own.
And you want us now to pretend that we want to be on the side of the thieves' guilds.
No.
No, not on the side. We'll
You're
we'll
working
get-
for yourself.
Okay,
You are
okay.
escaping
Yeah.
your capture
Okay.
and
We've,
fleeing to the
gone-
So
sewer,
we're
which is the
basically
only
just
place.
acting as before.
Equal opportunity against Edgeguard and the thieves and anyone
We're
defending
autonomous.
for ourselves. So, okay.
We're an
The
autonomous
universe
cell, yes.
works in mysterious ways. The fact that I was next going into the sewers myself, and then you arrived, and this setup seems like it might be meant to be.
in my eyes, this is the way I see it. We've been tasked with you, or by you rather, to go and investigate the sewers because somewhere in Vordin lies the individual or a clue to where the traitorous individual conspiring against the king is.
We're
But
hoping.
along the way, we may have a chance to strike a blow against our Thieves Guild enemies.
Feel free to get even.
And furthermore, we might want to be on alert for any more signs of Farnouge and his grim followers.
Oh, yes.
In my
That
mind,
part
that
is not
just
lost
about
on me.
recovers all the threats that are currently stacked up against us.
I think
Quite
that's
a lot.
excellent. And a secondary objective could be to figure out why the Thieves Guild wants you so much that they're willing to work together. Again, we've never seen that. There's something greater going on for them. However, I don't think they're a threat to the kingdom outside of their normal activity, which we do monitor and intercede when we need to.
What
well,
happened-
Crown's Guard
Do you know what happened to the captain that sailed us? No, not Ivil. The captain of the ship we were on.
No. He's not dead. Well, not that we could see. He's missing.
Mm.
He was taken from their custody.
I find it incredibly disheartening that you really have absolutely no idea at all, about most of the worst parts of our journey so far. I
Uh,
find that really disconcerting.
She has. given us the information she wants to give us, and maybe at another time we'll get more of it.
Well,
My
all you
dear,
have to do is
do you
your-
care about
just the
your
way.
place of origin? Do you care about your people? Would you do anything to protect them
I
from an
have.
evil?
I already have.
So,
So you should understand. That's what I'm doing now.
Mm.
Your journey, while I'm sure was perilous for you, is but a small thing to the kingdom of which I am tasked to protect.
Well then, I
just
think
put it
we'll-
this way, if we go down to the sewers and one of us is captured and tortured, you only have a limited amount of information, so you can't do a lot of harm. However, if the Larar gives us all that she knows, and you're captured, and you're tortured, now you're an incredible liability to the kingdom. So that's why we are all given pieces of the puzzle, but never all of it. It's a protection and a fail-safe. So let's hope that doesn't happen, but that's how it works.
And I just say, thanks for the potions. You were very helpful. And I storm off.
Storm off
To
to
the
the corner of the room.
Yeah. And I huff, and I lie down, and I start to do one of those meditative rests where I'm like not sleeping, but I'm just trying to kind of.
Little reverie.
Reverie, yeah.
Reverie. Yeah.
You wouldn't normally lie down, but maybe go into a
I go
meditative
into a
pose.
meditative state. And
Yo,
I-
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Don't take offense to that.
Do a
and I know
perception
you don't.
check as you do that.
I'm doing stretching, like
Off.
athletic type of
Getting,
stretching.
I love
getting
that.
warmed up.
I'm
I
picking
love
around on my
15
loot.
plus 2, 17.
Okay. So as you
My
strut
deal.
across the room, you kind of glance out the window. You notice the window has bars on it. And you see across the way, there's another building, and you see two, looks like Crown's guards with crossbows over there watching. They're not that close that they could probably see very well, but you could just spot them in the moonlight before you sit down and go into your reverie. Well, we are out of time. I wish you good luck. Check in with me if you find anything.
I will.
I hope that there's something down there. I don't know what's down there, so be careful.
We'll find what we need to
Okay.
find. And I'll let you know, and it was a privilege seeing you
Thank you.
in better circumstances than the first time.
If you can, try not to kill the guard outside the door if you go that way.
Wait,
No.
why
He is-
don't you? Did you not tell everyone?
I can't tell anyone.
We're undercover. Did you miss all that?
Yeah, undercover for them. So can't they all be in on it?
No, because that's the problem. We don't know who is the mole
They're
and who
not
is
all
not.
trustworthy.
No.
So
The whole
Ugh.
system has
Yeah,
But
it's
broken.
going to be
wait,
quite a bit of
you've
lying
proven that little trick you do with your pixie dust,
Yes.
we could put them to sleep.
She's very good at not
Sure.
killing.
If we all went and
Excellent.
ran and ambushed one,
Thank
we
you.
could sort of knock him about, and then you could sleep him, and then we'd get out of here. It'll be
We
simple,
could even
I'm
maybe
sure.
just talk to them, and then maybe they'll just let us by.
Well,
That
let's,
will not happen.
let's get on
They
with
are
it.
under orders to keep
Well, you never know.
in this room. If you could do it quickly so they don't see you've got all your armament again, would be most helpful.
Well, you've given us a terribly difficult task, so thank you.
Are you not equal to it? Shall
We-
I find someone else?
No.
No, no, no.
So as you're doing that, I'm taking out one of in my journals, and I'm.
Well, we're going to need to.
This is a. Are we in
4
a
hours,
cell,
because
a
I've
room?
messed
So
up
it's
that.
an
Just in
door.
a,
with
you're
the
in
window.
a, you're kind of in a
I don't
reinforced
either.
room.
I think we have to get going.
Okay. Is it a lock that when they
We don't
turn
have
it,
time,
it
we gotta
bolts like a
go.
deadbolt or something like that?
No, there you see there's just kind of a standard lock. It's more that there's a guard outside. Like the door won't be a problem for Tabitha at all.
Yeah, I can get
Sure.
through any lock.
And Seville, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do this won't hurt. And she closes her eyes, and you feel a warmth in your face, and you feel something start running down your nose, and you just feel blood running out, and just need to make it look real.
Okay.
Smooth
Right
out
then.
about. Excellent.
Luckily for you, I'm all banged up from earlier.
Right. I'm afraid you'll all be terminated in the morning.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And she turns-
Darn
and as she walks out, you hear the door shut and bolt. You see a Crown's guard in full armor standing there for a moment before you hear, and she's gone.
Okay, how are we going to get
Okay,
out
well,
of
we're
here?
going to need 4 hours if I'm going to make anyone fall asleep.
I
Well-
see.
Oh.
Well, here's the issue.
So I'm just gonna go
I
right
can
over.
pick a lock pretty
I'm gonna
easily.
go right over to the window. The window's barred and glassed, or just barred?
No, just barred, no glass.
And and what do I see out there?
You see the city. You're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Judging by the location and what you guys have seen, you think you're on the second floor of the Wet and Whistle. Looks familiar to where you were before.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
So what we could do is firstly consider this might be our best opportunity, and probably is. If we wait, there could be even more guards later in the day or by morning or whatever time it is. I think that
And we'll need the cover
I'm gonna
of
slam on the door.
Quiet in there!
Hey, guard, we're gonna need a piss pot in here unless you want us to shite and piss everywhere in here.
Yep, do it on the floor.
Have some decency.
The shouting wakes me from my reverie, and
I'm just gonna keep going like this.
You don't
All
hear
right.
anything else from it.
Okay.
let's get busy with this. And I just start to search
Got
the
it.
perimeter of the room to see
I'm
if
just
I
gonna
can
keep
find it.
banging.
Do an investigation check.
I'm gonna keep banging the door, which gives a little sound to
I would
Tabitha
like
picking
to
this
silently,
motherfucker.
as quietly as possible, pick the lock.
Okay, hold on.
I got an 18.
18. All right. So you go around, and I mean, it is a standard room, except that you could tell that the boards that make up the room are stronger and it's more well built than a standard tavern room.
Okay.
However, you go over to the window and you see that the bars that are on the window, you touch them and they actually move a little bit. Like they are not set in strongly.
Got it.
You could probably rip them out if you
Seville.
wanted to.
Seville, this is loose. Come help me.
Ah, so
keep it down. Maybe
But
she's
do
listening.
you want to pick the lock still?
I want to pick the lock, so I'm gonna pick. But
hold,
just isn't it?
Hold on.
just hold on. So I
We
just,
might have a way out.
Can
Just
do?
wait. I'm gonna go
Okay.
check and see
I
if
can
this
sort of
is.
teleport from here to
if this was
30 feet away
preset.
from here.
What?
Even
Because
through
you can see through
walls.
the outside. All right, but wait. Here's
I don't know if I can do it through
Let's all
walls.
get on the same page. Let's
But if
not.
we
I
can
think
get
it's
these
any place
bars
you can
off.
see.
Let's
Oh,
not.
great.
Let's not be hasty. So
I'm gonna
listen.
check and see if this. Yes. Let's
Be
see
careful.
if this is preset
I
here.
did see one thing.
Oh,
Before I
yeah,
did my
uh-huh.
reverie, I saw 2 crowns guard with crossbows.
Okay, then
Just out that window.
we should
And they
wait.
may not be friendly.
Well,
No, they
I
won't
guarantee
be.
they're
They
not.
may be spying on us.
But it might be easier to see if this is preset where the
Yeah,
bars
so
are
he-
loose.
so before we do anything, let's
Okay.
discuss a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I think we should do is if we do move the bars, and they do move, we need to be ready to have a plan in order, not just sort of act on
Move
instinct.
them and then
So
go.
if we're able to move them out of the way and escape, we'll have to sneak past these Crownsguard. So we need to be ready to do so
Yes.
stealthily.
Yes.
And if anything goes wrong or they see us, we run.
Yes. Where? Where do we run?
We stick together,
Yes.
right? Or maybe we scatter. No, it's too
No.
risky.
No,
we
because
stick
we gotta
together.
find a way
And
down
wait,
into
your
the
ball
sewer.
bearings. You have more of them, don't you?
Yes, and we run to the
yes.
sewer. Where
We
is the
run.
sewer?
Wait.
You run from behind us. You make sure you trip them up and buy us time.
Okay.
If any of them get close enough to us, Anazora, Seville, you're probably our best fighters. Well, I suppose we can hold our own as well. But why don't you make sure
Yes.
and stop them in their tracks? And do we remember
The
since
ground
we did?
might not be adaptable or helpful for the ball bearing, so just be.
Sorry, one
careful.
sec. Do you remember we walked around the whole city? Do we know an entrance to the sewer?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Oh,
how-
you've seen sewer entrances pretty frequently, so you know it's probably not going to be hard to find one close to the tavern.
Is there any way we? Oh,
No,
to the
roll a history check.
Yes.
What's the light? What's the light source between us and the Crown's
Yes.
Guard that are
The
sort
moon,
of tuned
right?
in?
Yeah, there is a moon. It's not full, but
So,
it's about
22?
Can we
history.
tell if they're looking our way
Yeah,
or a
you-
different
yeah.
way?
Well, I just want to
You-
see. It's dark, right? They're not going to be able to. They're human,
They're humans.
so
Yeah.
they're humans.
But our
People can
window's
still
lit.
see
Our
and
window
hear
is
in the
lit.
dark
Must
of
You
be
have
yes,
you have a
thank you.
candle
Where's
right
the
now
one?
in your room.
Where's
It's
the
not
one
like we
guard?
Just a
completely
candle?
Just a
can't
candle.
see our hands in front of our
It's
face.
just a
Listen.
candle. We blow the candle out. They
No,
can't
but
see
it gives us
And
a
you
little
remember
bit of cover.
Otto seeing a entrance to the sewer just around the corner from the tavern. It's
All right,
very
so
close.
that's
I
what-
have like a super high stealth.
No, that's great. But listen, we all have to get there together. So what I think we do is first we try to get these bars unhinged.
Okay.
We sneak out. You probably better than the rest of us.
I can shimmy down the side of
think
the
you-
building very easily or just jump.
That's wonderful. But we need to get to the end. I remember there was a sewer entrance there. Our goal is to sneak past them without them ever seeing us. But if they do and give chase, you trip them up with the ball bearings. And if that doesn't do anything, then we fight them off just long enough to buy us time to get to the sewers.
I could add my fog cloud if you want, but it'll be my last
You
spell.
could put the fog cloud on them so they can't see, and then we
Yes.
make our getaway.
That would
If you'd
make
like.
it even better
But it will
because
leave me
one,
s-
it just covers us. It's dark, and
But do we
no,
wanna
there's
use-
You know
touches.
what?
Ever
but-
since
Look at
last
us
spell-
doing proper planning. It's almost like we should call ourselves a name.
Except-
Help us. We need a
We need
name.
a
Listen,
you guys.
when we
We
fight
just
in the
laid plans
sewers,
with men.
we've got to watch each other's back. We spread out pretty wide in the fight in the alley, and I know that was a skirmish, but let's just make sure we're not leaving anybody's back exposed as much as we can.
Yes.
If we fight
I
as a
agree.
unit, we'll be really strong.
I
If we
think
get
in
isolated,
general,
we're in problem.
We need to form up and stay close to one another,
Yes.
back to back if need be.
I
Got
see.
it.
Okay.
So let's just end. We fight at range if we can, and then move in. But let's stay as
Okay,
units
so
here.
to reiterate, we're gonna.
We're going out these
We're gonna break.
bars.
We're gonna try to break through the
Break the
bars,
bars.
or else we'll get to Plan B.
and then
Okay.
We sneak out.
what's your range on your that magic there, that cloud you cast?
My fog cloud. It's a
Wait,
20-foot
I have a
radius.
question about
Let's go
the
up.
guy on
Scroll
the
up.
outside
And I
of
can reach
the
120
door.
feet.
120
Yeah.
feet.
Can
I
you
think
hear
we're
Where
us?
is he?
doing
Because
it.
we're
Yeah,
on the
you could
second
do it,
floor.
Eddie.
Is there
I
like a
drop
patio?
it on those guards.
No. You're in a room. That's
and
the
we can
hallway. That goes to the
attach
hallway.
a rope and let's go.
Second floor
That's
hallway.
brilliant.
But the window
Oh.
goes to outside.
Yeah, window goes to the outside.
So let's try to get out,
Yep,
and
let's do it.
if we can, we go into stealth mode, and we only fight as a way to distract them and get to the sewers. I know the way, so I'll
Good.
take the front.
Then
Okay.
You
lead
take
on.
the back and
I'll
push
take
me
the
to
back and protect us.
ball bearings.
Otherwise, I do have a very fun plan B.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, if it gets to it, we'll have to improvise.
Does that come out?
Are you pulling?
Slowly. I'm not going to yank
And what
the
I'm
whole
gonna
thing
do to
out.
cover the noise of it, in case the guard's listening, I'm gonna have my lute out, and I'm gonna be la da da dum 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 dum.
Okay. Did you take any other action before doing this that I might have missed when I?
No.
Okay.
We just
Well,
planned.
but she's on the hold for her spell, the fog cloud, because if this goes out, we're going.
And I think we should blow the candle out
But
so
we're
they
going
can't see us.
sneakily.
Yes.
We are,
I
but
blow
if
the
she,
candle
if she casts the fog cloud
Okay.
on the guards across the way,
We'll cross that bridge if we need to get
Yes.
to it.
Okay, continue playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll a strength check for me.
Anazar, you want to help me with
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Okay.
Can we go,
Advantage, or you can.
go ahead, you give it, you and
19
Nice.
plus 2 is 21.
good.
Yeah. So
It's 14.
it's obvious that this has been weekend, and he just pops.
La da da da
right
da.
out. The top is still connected, like
Yeah.
it was loosened at the bottom, and just pops right off the window.
Okay, so we're not pulling it yet. I just want to make sure. Are we a go?
I'm ready.
Let's all
Cast
sneak.
it.
Do you want me to say?
Wait, we don't need to do that
We'll
yet.
cast it only if they notice we need it.
Yes, we're gonna
It's her
all
last
sneak past you.
spell. It's her last spell.
I almost called you a fool again.
No, here's the thing. Why don't we just cast it?
We're going to stealth by you. Now look, I'm
They
going
won't even
first.
notice we're
You're going
gone.
last. The rest of you figure out
Okay.
where you want to go. I'm gonna try to stealth out.
If they,
I'll
if
try
they-
and
going
like
down the second
if they
floor.
see
hold
us,
his arm down.
it's
If they see
Or
us,
not.
we've come up with a plan of what to
If they see us,
do.
I'll throw the fog cloud.
I'll,
it's
like,
too late.
try and
No,
now
it
you're
isn't.
just covering our escape. But if we do it now, they won't even see anything.
They'll know
gonna
a fog
slowly get
cloud.
him like
And
through
I
the
just-
window.
I'm trying to
I
sneak
just
through.
cast
Literally
it.
through
I
the
just
window.
cast it.
At
I
least-
cast the fog cloud. I said,
What are you
"Fine."
doing?
I cast it. I cast it.
Why?
Okay.
We
Okay.
had a
Cast it.
plan.
Okay. All right. You,
I'm gonna.
you
It makes
cast
no
it.
Do I need to
difference
roll?
now to try and sneak out.
No, you don't need to.
I cast it.
You just
Why,
cast it. We're not in
bro?
combat, so.
I don't get it.
They're not gonna know
They-
it's a spell.
I cast
Yeah,
it.
they will.
There's no more time. Let's
And they're
go.
gonna know something.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay. So you're
Can I
casting
try
a.
and stop? But like
Alright,
she's
stop her.
doing somatic components, right?
Grab her arm.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what-
try and stop her from casting.
I,
this.
I will point out, it's worth
Okay.
noting, we did just
It's
discuss
done.
a plan.
It's been cast.
But I'm gonna try to sneak out
Well, hold on.
because
If
nonetheless.
she's really going to try to stop you,
Yeah.
let me pull up the spell and see
Yeah, what the
if
hell?
what you need to.
We just don't.
It's okay. I'm gonna stop.
We
it.
haven't been seen yet, and also we were told to make an escape.
So if we sneak out and we're able to do so without raising alarm,
Yeah,
great.
so it's
but
verbal
plan B will
and,
be
and
to.
somatic.
But
So
they're gonna
you
know
would.
something's
You could
up
even go like.
Okay.
if
Yeah.
a fog cloud happens. So
Right,
then
that
they're
was my
all
point.
gonna rush.
So roll a dex check for me if you're going to try to stop her.
yeah.
But they don't even know where it's coming from.
Okay.
They're standing.
It doesn't matter.
They're standing on the other side of
This
the
is-
building.
We
right?
don't need it. And
They're,
it's her
they're
last
across
spell. What
the
if we
alley.
get into
They're
the
about
dungeon?
45 feet away
This is
from
the plan
window.
that I'm committed to.
Trained
Straight
on it.
So
neck.
I would
Looking-
like
obviously
to.
looking at you guys.
I would like to try and sneak
As you've
out.
pulled this thing and you're holding it kind of in
I'm
place.
yeah.
And
They're watching us, right?
Oh, yeah, they're watching
trained
you.
to watch
Straight
us.
They're
next
watching
to
us?
That's what I've been telling you.
12.
They're trained to watch the
sorry.
window.
she already, when she did her perception check, there were 2 guards like,
Watching
right,
the window.
right
So I'm
with
a little
crossbows.
confused, Judd. Right when we open the window, there's 2 guys just looking
No,
at
no,
us.
but they're
No, no,
45 feet away. They're on another building top.
I told you.
But
there
are
were
they
two
are they
crossbows.
staring at us?
They're
Have they
clearly,
noticed us?
they're clearly. I mean, they're on guard
Clearly
for you.
spies of some kind.
Yeah.
So,
They're
so,
grounds
so
guard.
how about this? Can I try to get an idea of if someone's noticed us? Can I look and see if
You can roll a perception check too.
that's what I
Wait.
want to do?
I literally cast my spell. Nobody
However,
can stop
however,
me.
your spell requires both a verbal and a somatic, which a hand movement part. And if she runs over and stops you, she
What,
can
does she
prevent you.
succeed?
What'd you get?
12.
12 would not. She would get it off in time. It's a very easy spell, and she knows it.
Okay,
so
I got
just-
a 13 on perception to see if they noticed us.
Just
It's
so
hard to
that
tell at this distance
I'm
because
clear.
they're across the way and on top of a building, and there is, and you're human, and there's limited light from the moon. All it looks like, 2 guys with crossbows.
But then I do
kind of-
notice a fog cloud form in front of them, right?
Then you see,
and I'm just like,
you
what?
see it.
All right,
Where did you
let's
place
go.
it in relation to the?
Yeah.
I
Odds.
placed it right in between the 2 of them.
And how long does it last?
An hour, and we better get moving.
I
Okay, so
try to
hold on.
sneak away.
Hold
I'll
on.
try and help you out
Because
the
she
window.
checked. She had an 18 on her perception, and she saw at the
No,
beginning.
no, I
that-
think maybe some of us were just confused about the situation.
Okay.
My, just so we're clear,
Yeah.
out of character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My thought was that when we opened it, we could just try to sneak around them, and that if anyone
We're on
noticed
the
us,
second floor.
But see,
Yeah, so-
I know, but just so
Okay.
you hear what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
My thinking was that we could knock out the window and try to sneak out without someone noticing us. But if they did, we would just fog cloud them as a way to buy us time and get away.
Right.
And from my
Does that make
perspective,
sense?
I knew that she had seen
Yes.
them, but I didn't know that they were watching us specifically. I thought maybe they were like
But
patrolling
Judd
the city
told
and
her
she just saw them.
you see
Mhm.
2 guards, and they are keeping watch on the window.
And from my perspective,
Yeah.
I'm so impatient with him and everyone else that once people start to bicker, I just decide, you know what, I'm going to give
Well,
him
we
a
were
super
planning,
fog
not
cloud,
bickering.
and we're going to get out of here because I don't like bickering.
Sure.
Okay, so
So
I'm
when I
hoping
see the
I
fog
did it-
cloud-
I did it just because I was annoyed with his whole talking,
I think
and I
we were
wanted
just
to just
unclear
throw
about
my
the-
fog cloud.
Well, let's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
let annoyance be the
Yes.
catalyst
No,
in
no,
our.
I don't mean as
Also,
like player. I mean as
you
as-
guys,
as
nobody
Eris
blew
said.
out the
As
candle, I
Eris
believe.
said. 'Cause
No,
she's
she
always-
She
did.
did.
Oh,
She
she
Don't
did.
be
That's what I
as
asked
mad
about.
that
Okay,
she-
good.
She blew it
Erisette
out.
blew out the candle,
Okay.
walked over,
Blew
cast
Blew
the
out the
fog cloud.
candle.
thought you
Fog
did.
cloud
Okay,
is
okay,
cast.
that-
So Judd, I am now trying to. I see
I'm
the
gonna
fog
try and
cloud.
help him out
I
with
said
it.
I'd be
Okay,
first
yes.
since I know the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out and get to the sewer entrance.
Okay, you guys. So you start that. You just rip the bars away. You
Yeah.
see it's all unfolding. You hear shouts from across the way from the guards.
Ignoring it,
You just
going
go-
toward the
just,
sewers.
Now you're on the second floor. So how do you want to go down?
How far up am I?
It's about 15 feet. It's not. A
Do I
lot.
gather that if there's like a step, is there anything down where I could just try to maybe use my
do a quick
acrobatics?
perception check. At disadvantage because it's dark out.
Okay. Pretty good.
Wow.
I got a 16 as my lowest.
Yeah, so you see that there's a board that's about 4 feet below the window that if you hang, that you can put a foot on, lower yourself down, grab
Quickly,
it.
board on the way down, and that's what I do. I try
Okay.
to get down.
All right.
Do what on the way down?
There's a board on the way down to help you down, and I go down.
I say
Look,
with that,
watch,
with
a
that
board.
perception, you
Board.
just you don't need to roll. You make it down
Okay.
safely.
Okay, I'll go.
And I offer a hand to anyone who's struggling.
Okay, so you're gonna help. Let's just say for quickness that you guys managed to get out of the window. It's pretty easy.
I
Y'all-
do like a little move on the way down because it's so easy.
Keep an eye on them and keep that fog cloud on them.
All right, I've got
And now,
hand crossbow.
Follow
When I
me.
hit the
Okay.
ground.
I know the way. Here,
Okay,
this way.
So you lead them around the corner.
I know,
Yeah,
but
quick,
then-
quick, quick.
And you
Yeah.
see a manhole cover right here in the middle of this cobblestone street.
I go to it
Okay.
and I try to open it.
Try to lift it. Do a strength check.
Okay.
I'm kind of behind the group, like looking around. To
I'm
see
right
if anyone's
behind
coming
you.
Yeah,
by.
me and Tabby are watching.
Okay.
The back too, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys do perception.
I can't
checks.
get it.
I'll rush over and try and lift it
Okay.
up for him.
Go ahead.
I can't see.
12.
Okay. You're both having trouble lifting
Come on.
this thing. It looks like it.
We're both trying
It
to
hasn't
lift
been open in quite a while. This one.
I rolled a 19.
Do you have a crowbar?
No.
I feel like you might
Can I-
do that. I remember that you do.
All right,
I do have
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Hand it here.
Right here.
All right, go
I'll
ahead.
do
Do
it.
it again at advantage.
Oh,
Wait.
Strength check at advantage.
I'm
I
handing
rolled
in
a
my
19.
crowbar because she sees what's happening. I had a
Okay.
low roll, so I'm handing it my crowbar.
Okay, and what did
She
you get
just
for
saw
perception?
something.
19.
Okay, so you don't see any other Crown's Guard. I mean,
We're
you
here.
can't see a lot, but you do hear kind of rushing footsteps. Not a lot, but you hear a few people and some more shouts that are a little bit more distant coming from down the way.
quickly, down.
What'd you
down.
get for the strength?
14.
Okay, yeah, 14. You finally, and you see it just like kind of scrape up, and you guys manage to lift it, and slide it over,
I
and
run
you
and
see
slide in as
it's
fast as
dark
I
down
can.
there. There's you see a metal ladder rung that's built into the stone, descending into darkness.
I'm like, everyone, in.
Okay, I'm the
I'll be
last
the
one
last.
in, and
Oh.
as I go, I like pull my ball bearing so that if someone was trying to get in, and I put the thing back
Okay.
down.
And I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch. The tunnel flares with light as you descend.
Who's the last one in?
Me.
Can you
Oh.
replace the man cover? I know it's heavy.
Yeah, no problem.
Do a strength check.
Oh Lord.
It's easier now that it's been freed.
-2.
Seville, help her.
I'll help her.
It's a load.
Go down.
I'll help her.
Quick.
14.
Yeah, you got it. So you reach up, you kind of go climb over her and reach up, grab it, and just pull it over and slide it into place.
Were
And
we
you guys,
seen?
You don't know.
Well, now
Well,
there's ball
Easy,
bearings right
I
I
in
just
on
heard
top
the
of
ball
the
bearings
thing,
drop.
So they
Did you just?
might
Okay.
know exactly
So
where we
I-
were.
There's a.
They'll
All right.
trip and fall.
We gotta go because now there's a breadcrumb. Now they know we're down here.
How would they
What?
know?
What is?
Possible.
I let the ball
Oh,
bearings
you're
to trip people.
paranoid. Well, why would you do that?
Because I thought people were coming after us because I heard all these.
Yeah, she heard.
Sorry.
You heard
It's
shouts.
good. No problem. We're out. Let's go.
Well, they'll
Let's get
be
deeper.
sitting ducks if they try to make their way in. We could,
That's true. And what if they think we've gone past it? We could have time for a rest.
So
We
we're
might
at the
be able
bottom
to-
of the sewer, right?
Yeah. What do we see?
I got my torch.
So you guys have made your way down. It's almost about 40 feet down this kind of treacherous, slippy metal ring ladder. You get to the bottom, and now that you are off this thing, the smell kind of hits you that you have indeed found the sewer system. And there's a round hole in the wall lower next to you that feeds into a channeled trough that goes about 10 feet into a left turn and disappears down a hallway. And then raised up off to your right, there are 3 additional holes, and each one is kind of pouring some like sludgy looking water that's coming out and it's adding to this whole kind of train of this sewage that's drifting down.
So there's how many different ways that it works off?
There are 4 different tunnels that come into this room, and then there's a main door there's no doorway on it, it's just a kind of an archway that
Yeah.
leads down a tunnel. And
Further.
in the middle of it, about 3 feet across, is a trough of sewage, and there's walkways on both sides.
Oh, thank God.
So there's 4 different paths, a main.
They're not paths, they're
Just those cylinders, right? The
yeah,
tunnels.
they're just like tunnels, yeah, but you see they're just dumping sewage.
I
Sludge
see.
conduits.
And then there's
Yeah.
one. I take out from my equipment a vial of perfume, a fragrant commodity typically used by the wealthy, noble background, and I spray it all over me and everyone else.
Okay, I don't take it because I want to have my sense. I said, no, thank you, Otto. I want to have.
It's quite.
I
bad.
know, but I just want to be able to
A
smell.
little bit extra for me then.
All right, listen. We don't know what's down here.
I'm going into my bag
That's
and pulling
true.
out a piece of
and
chalk.
we don't know what we're facing.
Okay.
And they may have run right past us, possibly.
Can we give a
Do you
listen
wanna
down
try
each
and
direction?
get
See-
I
see-
can't rest here. The fumes are terrible.
We're
No.
going to be down here a
We need to
very long
find more
time.
suitable dwellings.
Let's give a listen down each direction and see if we can pick a place. I don't feel comfortable being right under the manhole.
But to be clear, it's just the one door. Those other 4 things are just
They're
sewage
actually
tunnels.
there's smaller sewage holes. They're about
okay.
2 feet
I'm not
in diameter.
So we'll just go down that
Yeah.
one way.
Maybe the
One way.
door.
Yeah, it does seem like the only
Come
way
on.
to go.
Okay, I'm gonna mark as high. Well,
What are you gonna
Sorry?
maybe I'll mark it a little way down, not just at the beginning.
Okay.
If it gets elaborate, and I just have a piece of chalk, I want to mark
Oh,
our way.
right. Good.
But
Good.
we can always pop up.
Okay.
So does someone want to take point here,
I
leading
will.
us? You will?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Anazora.
So Anazora makes her way past, staying on the stone pathway here. You go around the corner and roll a perception check.
And I'll be covering behind her about 10 yards
Very
behind her.
perceptive.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is.
In the
Alright.
skewers. In the skewers.
4 plus 2, 6.
6. So when you come around the corner, the first thing that hits you is the sound of just this kind of rushing water. It's just, and you see that about 10 feet away, you see a larger tube that is dumping sewage into this trough. And it looks like there might be a couple more. It's hard to see down this way. There's just fumes and it's distracting you and you're not really trying to pay attention. You're listening for somebody coming down behind you. But it looks like a straight shot that disappears into darkness past the sight of your dark vision, about 60 feet, with just multiple larger open tunnels that are pouring sewage into this trough. You have to step over their little like little mini bridges over the feeding of these tubes into the main trough that goes down the middle. What would you guys like to do?
I'm just following her lead.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
So I
explain
imagine
that
you're
to
at the
everyone.
front.
I'm 10 yards or 10 feet behind her.
I'll be right next to you carrying the torch.
Good,
So
good.
it'll illuminate where you are as well.
So she's in the front with no torch?
No, but she can see.
Oh.
And the torch is enough that it'll
Yeah,
spread to
so
her.
you want to cover behind because
And
you
in the
can
back?
see? Yeah.
And I have my own torch if we need one.
Right.
I think this one should suffice. It spreads about probably, I think it says 20 feet. So as
Yeah.
long as we're roughly within 20 feet
Yeah.
of each other, we should be fine.
And so as you guys push on, you do see that there are these large, they're about 4.5, almost 5 foot in diameter.
So
These-
bigger than like
They're
me.
bigger, like you can fit, yeah, you could fit in them. And there's one on each side of the path, and there are 6 in total, so 3 on each side.
What are they?
They're just these big sewage tubes
Okay.
coming down and leading into this main trough of sewage that's traveling along. You hear the occasional rat scampering around. The smell is still pretty gross. What would you guys like to do?
Keep going.
Okay. So
I would like to keep my eyes peeled for anything around that might be a threat or listening for anything.
roll a
that-
perception check as you're going.
And I'm looking, like, trying to look only up because Tabitha has a fear of rodents.
11.
11. So as you go by, you're not getting a lot of light off of that torch, but as you pass by these
Thought you were pointing
tubes,
at
you
it.
kind of look into it, and it looks like they go off about 10 feet and then curve up. That's the first 4. You come to the last one on your right as you're passing all 6 of these tubes. This one looks like it goes straight, but the rest of them all look like they curve up. Other than that, you're not really noticing.
Is there
They
sewage
curve-
coming from it?
Yeah, each one of them has water and sewage that's just leaking
But
out.
when you say they curve up, like, do they go up to some foreseeable thing?
You don't know. I mean, you just see that at the end, about 10 feet, the tube curves upward, except for one. It looks like it goes straight, and it disappears past the light of your torch.
And we're walking not in the.
No, you're walking.
We're on the
There's
sides,
there's the side.
little side,
yeah.
so
Can we
we're-
keep going further?
We're
Yeah,
single
of course.
file then, right?
Well, what's your marching order? You could be on both sides of the
Her
trough.
first.
I know you're first.
Us next, and then these two behind.
Okay, and are you all on one side, or are you on both sides?
We're
All
together
on
on
one
one
side,
side.
all together.
All together on one
All
side.
That's the way I
on one
imagined it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now let's just keep going.
Yep.
All right, so
Push
as you
on.
push on, you hear a little bit more fluid that is moving, and you come upon a wider trough that looks like it's about 6 feet across, and it's just water. Some of this doesn't look like it's polluted. This might be some kind of freshwater feeder that helps the water of the sewer system move along, and it's rushing past
Or like
you.
rain runoff or something.
It's significant flow that it looks like it's got to be tapped into some kind of water source, and there are things floating grossness on it, and it passes off to your right, and then you see it kind of dive, and you hear what sounds like kind of a loose waterfall off to your right. There's a bridge over that, so you on the right hand side, so you can cross over if
Ah.
you want, and
Well-
keep going. There's about another 50 feet of this tunnel straight ahead.
Tabitha, you can see in the dark, right?
No, she
I
can't.
can.
No,
you
but
can.
both
I'm
of us
thinking
can.
perhaps.
All 3 of.
Well, I was thinking maybe just one person who feels pretty good about both the perception and the stealth capabilities to go scout ahead, report back to the rest of us. Because if
You're
I
very
walk up there
stealthy.
holding this torch, I could make myself visible to anything.
I'll go.
Does anyone want to go scout?
I'm
Well,
stealthy.
I'm
go as well.
stealthy, but I can't see.
Yeah.
One of you two, or perhaps both of you?
You want to go with me?
All right, we'll wait here, out of view. We'll be right here. We won't go anywhere.
So you see there's 50 feet and there's a little bridge to the...
Yeah, so there's a bridge just right in front of you that's going over this large expanse of water that's going from left to right and then
Yeah.
disappears down.
Yeah.
And there's about 50 feet ahead of you where the path continues onward.
Okay. How long's the bridge?
It's just over that 6 foot.
Okay. All right. All right.
So if you could reach it.
Cold or... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
All right,
We'll
so
go.
so you guys move ahead.
Yeah.
Roll stealth checks for both of you. And roll perception checks as well. 13 for stealth, okay. And what'd you get, Seville?
Stealth is 10. And
Perception.
perception 19.
Okay. So, Erised, you would kind of move behind Seville, so he takes the lead a little bit, and you're just having trouble seeing through the darkness. The smell is getting to you, and,
Smells so bad.
and you're still just
My eyes are
listening
watering.
for sounds of pursuit from behind you, so you're just having trouble focusing. But Seville, you're on mission, and you, while you're not being that quiet, you are looking around. You immediately see on your right a small alcove and another ladder that disappears down into darkness off that way. And you see a little footbridge that spans just the trough in the middle. And you can see another big tunnel at the end that is covered with with bars. And the tunnel breaks off to the left at the end.
All right. So I alert Erised and then I just kind of point down and show the
Doing some
ladder.
Navy SEAL shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I run and I say, "We found something.
What is it?
It looks like it goes down. We should go. We should go together. We should stay together."
All right, I'll follow you.
Okay.
I have my torch.
I'm still gonna.
Following.
Probably can see that.
I'll
Do
be
you
right
want
behind
us
them then.
to?
No.
You're looking at my map, aren't you?
We're still gonna
I
advance.
didn't know. I did
I
not.
left
Okay,
it
so
right
we
here.
come
Like, whoops.
together, and I
That's
say,
not hidden.
Seville,
Yeah.
should we have them turn out their torch in case something's waiting below for us, so we have the advantage? We can hold hands, or you can trust us.
Hands.
The deeper we go, the darker it gets, and we're at a severe disadvantage for
Okay. Okay.
So let's go first and
Okay.
pull them down safe.
Okay.
All right, you're
good
going to
idea.
go back down. Just yell for us if you need it.
So we'll be yelling.
What is the way we get down?
So
Come follow. Look, and we bring
Well,
them
I
over so
don't-
they can see.
I don't want to go too far.
But can they see the entrance? So we take them to where they see where we're
yeah,
gonna go
we
down,
Point it down.
and then you just wait here for us, and we'll call up.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So then we continue down.
All right. So,
This doesn't.
I look at you two and I'm like, I've
No.
got a bad feeling about it.
so you guys make you're going first.
Yeah.
Okay. So same thing. These bars feel a little bit wetter, just because it's a little bit deeper down here in the sewer. The smell is the same.
How
It's
deep do I see it goes down?
past your vision.
Oh shit.
And there's not much space between the bars and the back, so you can almost kind of slide your back down if you want on the back wall. So it's a very small kind of little chute that goes down.
This is honestly such a nightmare to me to think about.
Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out some rope, and I'm just gonna tie a quick slip knot, just so I can, if something grabs or something like that, I can get out of it quick.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna hand the rope to Erised
Okay.
and tie myself off,
Great.
just in case I slip down.
Roll a dex check as you make your way down.
19. Sorry, 17.
So
Still pretty good.
it's pretty good. Yeah. So you feel your foot almost slip a couple times, and you just make sure you go slowly, so you have 2 points of contact at all time, and you slowly make your way. And after a few
And I'm
minutes,
using two hands. My hand crossbow is holstered on my thigh.
okay,
so-
understood. After a few minutes, you start to see what looks like maybe the bottom down there. It's really hard in this low light. You finally emerge from the chute into a small, kind of a 10 by 20 foot room, and you make it to the bottom.
All right, I'm gonna pull.
And so I climbed down.
Okay. Do a dex check for
Hand
me.
crossbow comes back out, and
Okay.
I'm just.
I got an 18
Covering
plus
the room.
something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have no problem. You just
And we're just waiting.
make your way down.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's hard to see, but I imagine they went down.
Does anybody know any jokes or something fun?
Well, this isn't really the right time for jokes. I know you're new in
And
learning
I'm-
them, but
I'm just like listening as well as I can. For, like,
Tabitha, are you
anyone
all right?
coming
I've
up.
never seen you quite so
I start to do
petrified.
I just start scouting this whole room,
I don't
Judd.
like
As soon as I get down, I just start looking at everything I can.
Aw.
The whole perimeter.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Look, with any luck, we won't encounter any.
Or if we do,
I got an 8.
There's
Yeah,
like one
you're-
as I'm looking.
You're
over
having
my
a lot of
shoulder.
trouble down here. There's
we won't
something
encounter
about
any, there's one on
being
your shoulder.
underground and the confines of the sewer system that, for a moon elf who likes to be out on the land in the expanse, that this, you don't like this. This is kind of getting to you a little bit. And you're having really trouble looking around.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we down? All down?
Who went next? You went?
oh, we're
We
all
haven't
just
gone
waiting.
yet.
tell
We're
them
waiting
to
for our
come
signal.
We don't know whether we should tell them to come
Did
down.
you? Oh.
What did you
I can't
guys
see
see down
anything. I
there?
can't see anything here.
You can't see anything.
Should we tell them to come down or should we get out of here? She's like starting to have a bit of a panic attack.
So I
think
just
this is-
I grab her arm.
Perfect.
I undo my rope
Okay.
and
I was like, whoa.
drop the rope.
Jeez. It's going to be that kind of a campaign.
It's gonna be that kind of a party.
Huh.
So what am I seeing this?
Roll a perception check for me.
Because I'm trying to calm myself with breath, but every time I take deep breaths, it's like this noxious smell.
17.
So I'm like starting to
Yeah.
hyperventilate, like choke up and just
There's,
having trouble.
again, it's about a 10 by 20 foot room.
Yeah.
We should
You can
meditate.
see it looks like it goes off to the left a
yeah.
little bit.
Okay.
And also, there's another kind of archway with no door. It continues on for about another 10 feet and goes to the right. And you do see that it looks like somebody has been here recently. You can see kind of scrape marks on the floor, and you see that there is a small trail of blood. Not a lot of blood, but there's some blood on the floor here that's smeared with droplets nearby.
All right. So I'm
Okay.
gonna whisper to her, get Anazara down here to do that sense thing.
Okay. And I go
Let's
up.
get us down
Look,
here.
I'm sure they'll
I
be
go up?
fine. Oh wait, I think. Oh, I hear something.
And listen. Oh, so we need you down here.
Are you all right?
No. No, it's awful.
Wait, why don't you stay here where it's not so bad and recover a moment?
Can you see it, Azora, when you go? You can, can't you?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Do you like me to go down?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Well, should
Dex
we go?
check?
I
Should
wanna
Tabitha and I go as
investigate
well?
this
No,
blood.
no, it's awful.
Roll an investigation check.
All right, here.
Dex
You're gonna
check
go
all
down?
the way now?
And
Yeah,
I,
just
and
roll
I
a
take
dex
his
check.
kerchief with the perfume
12.
and I
Yeah, you're fine. So you make your way down. You
I
your
finally
feet
can
slip a
breathe
couple
a bit.
times, but you stabilize yourself and you make it all the way
It's
down.
Fine.
500
I'm
gold
so
for just
sorry.
that violet
Wait, I'll look
perfume. I mean,
around.
that is.
All right, Aldo, roll a dex check if you're gonna come down.
I'm gonna wait here for now.
And Azora just went down. Are you
I'm
still
much
up?
better.
above?
She's recovering.
I've taken his
Oh.
perfume, his expensive perfume.
That's from Faerun. That's Faerun's finest. that if that doesn't make you feel better,
It
nothing
is.
will. That's scent.
It really
know.
is, Otto. Thank you.
Yeah, I normally don't put so much on.
I was having
Okay,
a hard
yeah.
time down
I
there.
mean,
I don't know why.
It's not super fresh, but it's not old. It's still liquidy. However, you imagine that liquids stay liquid down here. It's so damp.
Yeah. So now.
There's not a lot of blood, so you know it could have been an animal kill. It could have been.
But it's normal reddish.
But the scrape mark looks a little bit larger than it would be for a normal animal dragging another animal away.
And Azora, are you down there?
Yeah,
yeah.
she's made it down.
Okay.
What'd you see?
Well, there's a trail of blood.
So let's check out this
Did you see
scrape
that?
here.
I
Correct.
couldn't
Do
see
you
anything.
sense
In
anything?
fact, I was really starting to panic down there.
Aren't you an elf? Can't you see in the dark?
Yes, for some reason I could see.
There's
I just
not really
couldn't.
anything I can
I
Right.
couldn't identify. My
It's all
eyes
right.
were watering,
You'll,
and I.
you'll recover.
It was
You'll.
just
It's good for us to
disgusting
know. We
mad.
might-
That's all there was.
We
You
might
have
want to
to-
try to hold our breath before we
you
go
have to
down.
see
Perhaps we
someone to
should just
do that.
like hum a familiar tune,
I mean,
or
I
try
can read
to
a
focus
fine
on
sense
something
and just
nice.
detect
Don't
good
think
and
about the
evil.
rats.
I can sense if anything was affected by the hollow spell. Or
Perhaps
the
examine the
location.
blood.
Celestial
He,
fiend.
well, Seville did.
Yeah, I don't think I really would
All right. Well,
determine anything.
All right, you want us
You
to
wanna
stay
peek-
up
you
here
wanna-
for now?
I think we should all come down here and go through.
Yeah.
Yes?
Let's peek around the corner.
Okay.
Let's follow the blood.
Come on down.
All right,
Not
here we
my
come.
favorite kind of trail
And
to
I
follow.
just start humming a song from my home to try to calm myself as I do it.
Okay.
And do you want to go first or?
I can go first.
Okay.
After you,
And I
Tabby.
just
Okay.
no problem.
Okay. Great.
And I'm gonna go down next.
Okay.
Can I
Roll
get down?
roll a dex check.
Oh, he's quite good.
And I'm sorry, you roll a dex check as well. Just make sure.
Oh, Lord.
I thought you already did, right? Didn't you already roll
I'll
one?
be at the bottom
Wait,
ready, like if
is there-
anyone's gonna slip and fall.
Oh, is there something that I'm going down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladder.
Does it offer me any assistance in any way in terms of my role?
No.
Or just a straight dex
No,
check?
it's just a straight dex.
Not great.
I got a
8.
17.
You got a 17?
8.
Yeah, you're fine. 8.
Mm-hmm.
If I
So,
see him struggling, I'll try.
as you're making your way down,
His
because
fault.
you have one hand still gripping the torch.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're trying
And the
to
other
go.
hand gripping the lute, the lyre.
You actually slip and start to.
Oh.
Just roll a strength check. See if you can grab a rung.
Yeah, and I let the torch go because I
Okay.
know that it can fall to the bottom.
Right.
Can I try to rush over and
Really bad.
catch him if he's gonna fall?
Yeah. You stay. I imagine you're probably at the bottom
I'm
watching.
gonna
at the
snatch the
Yeah.
torch. And
Yeah, you'll
relight
see
it.
the torch boom fall and kind of roll away.
Probably dead.
I'm gonna
I'll
grab it
tell-
and relight it.
Yeah, roll dex.
4.
12.
Yeah, you try. Your hand's just slipping off. You're starting to gain momentum. You get a what?
Good.
12.
A 12. You basically kind of slam into each other. You don't really catch him so much as soften his blow. And
Shit!
Okay, now you two, we're really gonna
I'm
have to
like
work on
seeing
the
like his
climbing
ball
skills.
sack on her face,
It's
basically like.
dog.
Really, you know,
take 2
like
points of
awkward
bludgeoning
landing.
damage as he
Teabag
just
damage.
slams you down to the
Sorry, I
ground.
now wish I wouldn't have put on this beautiful breastplate.
No
My
problem.
apologies.
I come near them with his torch.
Oh, thank you, Tabby.
Yeah.
Sorry about that all.
No problem. We'll have to work on the climbing.
I have to say, Tabby has been so calm and collected for all of this. I mean, she's really nonplussed. I guess she's got her eye on the prize. which is
Skulking
cool,
around,
you know?
that's
She's,
sort
like,
of her
completely
MO,
nonplussed.
you know.
Pretty
That-
comfortable. for
I,
me
on
to
the other
just-
hand, have been a complete wreck, and I'm still singing my childhood song and just coming down.
Okay.
And,
So I grab Benazar and just says, just back me up. Let's go check around
Nice,
the corner.
Ariset.
Let's go
Sounds
stealthily
great.
around this corner.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Just
go
a few more.
stealthily.
Yeah, we're going together.
Come in.
Okay,
We're gonna forward.
you're
scout
going
here.
first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm covering over her shoulder. With
Well, I
my
guess I
crossbow.
am not going stealthily.
What'd you get?
4.
Okay. All right.
bit better.
You roll stealth as well.
What are you guys stealthing?
12.
Attempting to.
To,
Okay.
to stealth
Sorry,
where?
14.
Just around this
14.
corner.
Okay.
14. So yeah, Seville, you managed to move very quietly. And Azora, you're making some noise with your armor and scrape the wall. You know, makes this loud sound. And as you come around the corner, you see a guy with a crossbow aimed right at you.
Oh.
And we're gonna go to break.
Alright!
So we'll be right back.
Okay.
And you can see how this loser with the crossbow dies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I like your.
But
I mean, that is what's gonna happen, so.
before
Well, it is Anazora, so there's
Before
a
we
decent
go-
chance he
We're gonna
will.
have a
Exactly.
conversation.
It's actually pretty much secured that he's.
Before we go
He's
to break,
safe.
Yeah.
after break,
You think after break?
before we go to break, after break,
Before
Before we go to
Okay.
break, maybe a little.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe we could tease what will happen right when we get back from break.
Oh.
Right when we get back from break, there may be some celebrations.
Oh
There
yeah. I
may
detect
be
some.
Yeah.
You
celebrations.
don't want to
Probably
miss
better
it. And John,
I think after
no.
no.
Yeah.
Clearly, I don't know. But
After
these guys
break,
are up to
after
something.
this
No
episode,
good.
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right,
we'll be
guys.
right back.
Okay, guys. We're back. We're back.
Yes and hallelujah. Okay.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
So I don't release that very often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can really
My
belt it.
Kind of see
Goodness.
why.
You might have blown out the mics on that one,
Sorry,
but
I just love doing this. I think this
But
is
I love it.
Can
really
I help
funny.
you?
No, I just think this is
Oh, the
really
stair.
funny.
Oh, you're going downstairs.
All right.
Oh, I haven't seen that in
Okay.
years.
So-
I haven't seen that since Austin Powers 1.
These
Okay, we
dangerous,
have
man.
some secret stuff happening down here.
So guys, they're obviously up to something. It's-
No good.
And for those of you who didn't catch it at the beginning, it is Judd's birthday!
Happy birthday!
Birthday
Happy
boy!
birthday, and we're really bad at stealth and subtlety, both
111th
We
birthday.
rolled
as a
like
party
crit
and
fails.
as real people. What's going on down there, Peter?
My phone's on
Yeah.
fire.
So Peter's under the set right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's down in his hobbit
that's
hole.
good enough. That's good enough.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I smell fire. Not a good thing on
Yeah.
the set.
He just lit your pants on fire.
Actually, it
Happy
is.
birthday.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy terrain camera.
birthday
Oh
to
my god.
you.
Put it like right here.
Happy birthday,
Oh my
dear
God.
John.
Oh my god.
Birthday to you.
Guys, you guys. Come on.
Terrain camera that.
Wow,
I
those are
am-
hot.
Look at that. Look at that,
The
guys.
role player's
Blue fire.
logo on
Whoa,
the
look
cape.
at those
Oh,
fires.
great.
Interesting.
It looks
Is
fantastic.
that magic D&D fire?
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a ever burning torch.
Cost me
It's,
about 50 gold pieces to get the enchantment. Stuff like that. Oh,
Wow,
that's
you
actually
guys.
framed. No, do it again.
No, it's still on, but I'll do the big one.
Yeah, because the other one's... Okay, let me do the... Hold on. I want to see how we slide.
Oh,
And
is it,
Judd, obviously, you know what you have to do, right?
Huh.
You have to make your wish and blow out the candles, big boy.
Oh, I
You got
know
a wish spell. That's like, this is a big deal.
Yeah. you have a wish
Oh my
spell at
god,
your
well, I,
Wait,
disposal.
move it over. It's not in the middle now.
left.
Oh my
More
goodness.
towards Judd. Towards Judd more.
They get it.
More
Yeah.
towards Judd.
That's it.
I don't know.
There's a,
No,
there's
yeah,
a
no,
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
great.
That's
That'll
All
work.
right, you guys can
Okay,
see it?
Okay.
You guys!
Aw.
Oh, I love you guys. That
Happy
is
birthday.
so sweet.
And let everyone get a good look, and then don't forget to switch the
Okay.
mini terrain cam off so
Yeah,
you can
thank
I
you.
did
see.
Thank
wanna-
you. I'm actually now
Okay, go.
paying attention.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back.
And.
Well, you got to blow it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
no-
and...
Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, so you can make your wish, actually. Make your wish.
Make your
before-
wish.
Blow it out, because then you got to switch to her.
Okay, alright.
Please don't be tricked. And let's have
That's
fun.
my favorite smell.
I know, right? Okay, you're on.
So good.
And then
You guys.
just a little present, just a little something for you that
Just-
we thought you might enjoy, that you might want to
Presents.
play or use today, since it's a special occasion.
Oh. What is
Look at that.
this?
What could be in
The
there?
crowd
Oh.
ooze.
And the crowd
Oh,
moves
to
around.
DM from Ariset. And everyone, I'm sure. Wow. What is this? This feels like a giant D20. What? It's a D20 candle. Oh my god. That is awesome. Ooh, it smells lovely.
So you can
Yeah, we
light
should.
them
And I think there might be a
Yeah,
little
let's
clar-
like these guys. Another one. Oh wow.
Oh, and I
There you go.
have.
Because it's the year of
You have it.
advantage.
I
It
don't
is.
have
It's the year of double
Look under
trick.
your under your
Yeah,
I
thing.
don't know. I already.
Under your seat. I got it.
Yeah, give him that.
We have some cards for you that you can read later.
Oh my god, guys.
Yes.
Guys. Oh, this is the sweetest.
Happy
Oh.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
guys.
and thank you for all the hard work that
Yes.
you put into this stream.
Yes.
Behind the scenes, you guys would have no idea. This man
Here, here.
has. There would be no role players without him. So to
Yeah.
you, and happy
Aw.
birthday, John.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you guys.
Cheers. Pass that
Cheers.
one around.
Cheers, my players.
Cheers.
Joy, joy.
Oh
Cheers,
my
cheers.
gosh.
Cheers.
Go, catch it
Yes.
up.
Contact or it's bad
Wait,
luck.
how do you-
Yeah, yeah.
happened?
Eyes,
Oh,
eyes,
it's
eyes,
like-
Eyes. Oh!
Auto.
Eyes.
I did.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
Scary. Now I'm scared.
So
Can
who's
I pass
Didn't
this
we do
to-
that way back in the
fill
day
my
when
cup?
we were in the...
In there?
like,
I
Yeah, we did back in our test
Yes.
campaign.
Back in the way that...
God, that was last summer.
Oh.
was a long time
Yeah.
ago?
That was a long,
Cheersed it.
already cheersed. Chill
long
out.
time ago. Oh, thanks, Mike, for
What
the
is it?
cheers.
What am I doing?
Cheers to
Passing it
Mike
to
and
Maddie.
cheers to
Okay,
Jamie
Maddie.
and cheers to all of you
Yes.
followers out there. We love you guys.
Thanks for being part of the team, Mike and Jamie.
Yeah, thank you guys and to our followers that yes, it's like technologically this has been a challenge to get this.
Monster. Yeah.
Because unlike a lot of streams that you see where people are on their headsets just using their computer audio, that's super easy. This is a full set. We have like all the technology, mixers, all that stuff of an actual film set. And that's been trickier.
And
So
it's
we've
been learn as you go.
it has been learn as you go, and
Yes.
it has been a little rough, but we are getting there.
Yes.
Hopefully, everything's good. So thank you guys, boom, 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 to all of you.
There
Love
we
you guys.
go. Tiny heart. Tiny heart.
So now back to killing you
Where
all.
we're
You're right.
inside a
And
giant
we're
Now that
inside
we've
the
guilt
cake.
tripped
in the
you.
Cake
Yeah,
with D20 bombs.
Yeah, I want to get into that cake.
Okay,
That
but
is
we're
so
gonna
pretty.
get into that cake.
We're gonna do it later because
Okay.
it's
So
gonna be a
let's
whole thing.
kill this.
Yeah.
Let's strike.
Let's talk to this man.
Okay, this guy has.
Let's have a conversation
Does
with
he
Have a
him.
Weapon?
nice
He is
conversation.
talking to you with his crossbow at your
Well,
face.
I mean, he's
You
just
wanna take,
aiming it. It's okay.
I mean, you can show. If
I'm
you
allowed
want.
to do that.
Hey, I'm gonna roll one.
Okay. No, wait. No, I'm gonna roll one.
All right, you roll one, then
My
I'm gonna roll one
birthday.
because it's your birthday and I want to play too. You gotta put it on train camp.
Oh!
20! I didn't. Oh, I
Did
just
you want
I had it on
this to be
Twitch.
wine?
Oh, please.
Here.
Switch
I'm not.
it. So don't touch it. Wait a second.
No, it's not gonna make it. It's
The
not
most
even on
metal
film.
thing
That
that could
is
ever happen is
unbelievable.
to
Do
light
you
that
want-
and then roll it.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Is that a clean glass?
No, is
Oh,
mine
yeah,
clean?
that is.
Okay.
It'll be
Sorry.
second only.
No, you can't. No.
Double 11s.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it really.
I literally got a 20. That is
And then
crazy.
11.
Happy
And
birthday.
11, which is your favorite.
And it's the 11th.
It's an
And I'm turning 11.
And your birthday's the 11th.
It's my 11th birthday.
Oh my god.
Or my 111th
Oh, it is because it's
birthday.
the 11th. I did double 11s
Thank
for
you.
you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Well,
got
what about
you.
the third one?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, roll
Well, I
it.
can't roll this one. I'm not gonna.
Oh,
Who wants to roll one?
why? Ooh.
I don't feel
Who
worthy.
cares?
I kind
I
of
don't either.
All right. All right. Out of set.
All right.
Roll with all your moon elf power
Yeah, you're pregnant.
with an alien baby. 20.
Oh my gosh!
Do you guys feel
I
like
think
you're
they
all-
might be
This is-
weighted.
This-
No, but maybe.
I'm starting to wonder.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's
I don't know.
amazing.
It's still awesome.
You can't really see. Oh, we
Right.
should have had
Guys.
the roll on camera.
Okay.
It doesn't
Oh,
really
well.
fit.
All right, but we all know what
We
you
are
guys
playing
really
D&D
want to see,
tonight,
which
I
is our
promise you.
encounter.
What?
back.
D&D? Wait. What?
What? Ooh, hey. All right.
That's super fun. All right.
Let's do it.
2020.
do it.
Wow, that is really something else.
That is.
2020. What do you guys know each other?
Yeah, no, we met once. All right, so, all right, guys. So we had nice slow start to this mission that you guys have, skulking through the sewers. But Anazora goes around
House.
the corner,
Because here comes
And
the red
sees-
dragon.
a grimy guy standing there, crossbow aimed right at you, literally a foot away as you come around the corner.
I shoot him.
He is going to just pull the trigger.
Ah!
I point him at a
And
sign. I need
Sure.
that
can I
money
roll
tool.
initiative?
I need that money
But he's
tool.
going to do this one first.
Wait, I roll initiative too?
No, she's just going to roll initiative.
I'm there too.
What about us?
Hold on.
We're
hold
not
on.
there yet, you guys.
Yeah,
They
we
went
are.
ahead.
You can roll next.
They went around a corner. We're back behind.
So, Anazora, as you come
Get there.
around the corner, right to this guy's face and say, hello. He's like, whoa, and he kind of, like, he knew you were going to be
Oh,
there,
this
but
guy's
startled him.
scared.
He fires, the bolt goes right over your shoulder, explodes on the wall, and so you've rolled initiative. What'd you got?
A 4.
There you go.
A 4.
This one.
Seville?
I got a 18.
Oh, okay.
So, chew on that.
Ooh, 19.
Oh, well, you know
Yay!
For this guy,
Let's talk.
plus, I don't think he has plus anything. No,
Oh,
plus
snap.
nothing. So 19. So the thug instantly turns and bolts. You get an opportunity attack if you want to take it.
All right, I'll try and grab him.
Okay, go for it. Oh, yeah, actually, you can only strike, right? I don't think you can do a. I don't think you
far
can
as
do
I
a
know.
grapple on a reaction.
You can do, I think a basic melee
Okay,
attack.
then I'll
Yeah.
just try to knock him out
Okay.
with a 15 to hit. Oh no. What, plus
Are you
4?
gonna
17
you gonna use your sword, or are you just gonna punch him?
with my
Like, see right
Like with the
my
pommel?
sword? Yeah.
Okay.
With the pommel.
Sorry, what'd you get?
But yeah.
17.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
You keep them long enough.
They always come long. The really proper thing to do is clip them. But
9.
Okay. So, pretty good hit, and he bolts so quickly. You try to get it exactly where you know at the base of the skull to knock him out, but he goes so fast that you just kind of clip him, end up getting his back, and you're as the pommel hits him, but he just scampers away.
it's like you're
And-
trying to torture him.
And you see him
just
just
kidding.
dart off.
No.
You can still see him
I'm
because
trying to help it.
Can I?
Yeah,
do
what
I
about
have
the rest
range?
of
Can I
us?
take him?
you're
I
up
Eldritch
next.
Blast this sucker.
All right. How much distance did he get from me?
Okay, so how close were you to Anazora when you were
I
going
was
around?
on her back,
Okay,
like-
so you've got 5 feet to get around to the corner.
All right.
I'm gonna start running after.
I'm gonna try
once I
and
Okay.
I have my hand crosser, but I have my whip at my side,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to try to whip his
Okay,
leg.
he's 30 feet away. He's
No.
35 feet away
Oh.
from
Well.
you.
You have to be
Do
like
I see
that.
this guy?
You never saw him because
We
he
haven't
had to
been
go
around
around
the
the corner. You
I
guys
see.
are all in the room behind them,
Yep.
and you just see this. You see something go on. You see the
And
bolt
we can
explode against the
hear-
wall,
Yeah.
and you see Anazora say hello, and then the bolt,
Yeah,
and then she tries to
Alright.
knock him out.
Yeah, I just draw my sword and spring into action.
He's how far?
The rest of you can roll initiative then.
Right. How far?
35 feet.
I'm gonna make. I'm dashing,
Okay.
so bonus action dash,
Okay.
and I am gonna tackle him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh yeah, because you're up. Right?
Roll a strength
Yeah.
check for your grapple.
You're rubbing off on me, girl.
Well, we also need his information. He
Yeah,
knows
we
what's
do.
going on down here.
That's try to break out of that. That's a 2.
Plus
2.
2 plus 2, or just a flat 2?
Just the 2.
All right. Well, maybe nat 20.
Oh
So
my.
as he feels your arms go around, he just turns sideways and slips right out of your grasp, and you
Okay.
just grab air.
And I just turn
Yeah.
around at Anazora. I'm like, that doesn't work.
He's a slippery little
The
sucker.
crits are with you tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Birthday
You
boy.
better
But
watch
I'm
out.
using my sparkly dice for the bad guys.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe a good guy. Maybe he's a good guy.
I think he could be.
You don't know.
He's just gotten mixed
Right.
up.
So do we still have line of sight if she?
You do, because you sprinted right to him, so that's into your
Okay.
turn.
That's what we say about
Um,
everyone.
And that's my bonus action too.
Yeah, you did your action and your bonus action. You're up, Anazora. And then, guys, after she goes, let me know what your initiatives are.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scream to everybody, "Don't kill him!" And I'm gonna run, run after him, and try and
Dash and get him.
try and grab him.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you'll be able to make it to him because you were there.
Well, 6. Let's see if.
Let's see. Let's see.
He gets
What,
a nat
let's see if he
20
gets another
again.
nat 20. No, he got a 4.
Yes.
Oh, plus
thank-
2. 6.
Oh,
What
it's
happened?
it's a stand-up.
It's
Who
a-
has the highest modifier?
Probably me,
I
right?
think
What do you
gotta-
have?
You got to do it
Plus
again.
2?
They're in a
He has
tussle.
plus 2.
What?
Then you-
Yeah, we're in a tussle. Let's do it
We're in a
again.
tussle.
It's a draw.
Well, no, no,
God.
but that's their round. Like
Oh, is that
they're-
what happens?
They're locked in a neutral struggle.
I mean, I
Okay.
could,
Right?
yeah, I could
Yeah,
see that.
I could
That
go with.
seems
I,
like a
I
proper
like that.
ruling.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've got him like
You
here.
got-
Somebody else can just come over
Lock
and
up.
grab
They're
him.
hand fight.
Don't
they're-
worry.
Yeah,
So
they're
you
doing
basically-
the
Maybe I rolled
kung fu.
high
What I'll
enough
say you
initiative.
do
Help
is,
me!
is you don't really have a grasp on him, but you stop him from moving forward.
There you
Right.
go.
And so, like, you're kind of both struggling, but he has stopped now. You stopped him.
Great.
All right, what are your initiative orders?
9.
10.
3.
Oh boy.
So it's
10,
bing,
9,
bing,
and 3.
bing.
Well, do I add anything or just my playing free?
I do love the guitar.
I love
it.
it.
It's really awesome.
7.
Yeah.
Plus,
so
I really want to
her
learn to
than me
play,
then.
so
Okay.
I'm super jelly.
I'll teach you, bro.
Super jam.
Okay. All right.
Copyright.
Oh,
Only original
So-
tunes over here.
Yeah, it's true.
Really? That's cool.
Oh, this is just your
wait,
stuff?
I can sing it, right?
I'm
Can I
just
yell it?
kinda,
Can
Well,
you
you're
know,
good, man.
futzing around.
You're
I?
good.
Come to the
You're
land of
good.
the
Might
ice
have
and snow with
borrowed
a
the
few
trees
ideas
and the
already.
Oh my
trees.
goodness. Well, I'm
What would
sorry,
you like
what's
to do?
happened?
All right, so as a reminder, you are.
Information is salt on Tabby. Just focus power.
You guys are still close to the bottom of the ladder where you came down.
Okay.
So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 25 feet to the corner of where you saw them disappear.
Okay, but she just called out for help, so I'm gonna go to her.
She called out, "Don't kill him," and
Yeah.
then she and Seville ran around the corner.
I'm going to them.
Okay.
I have 25 feet.
Okay, so you can just get to the corner and you come around.
Great, and I will use my bonus action
Mhm.
to dash.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the rogue.
Move up again, and then I'm gonna like stop it.
Okay.
My body.
Well, you can do another 25 feet, right?
Yeah.
So 50 total this
So
turn.
50
Yeah.
total. You're 25 to there. You're just shy of being able to make it because he's 30 feet from the corner. Yeah.
How far was
He's
she
30
from the
feet
corner?
from the corner. How far am I?
So you were 25 feet from the corner,
Oh yeah, and then
and then it was another. He went a full 30 feet from the corner. So you're close, but he's just out of. If you want to do something to him,
Yeah,
you can
attack.
definitely attack him. You
Attack
can
him.
shoot him. You just can't.
Throw a dagger at him?
You
Throw
can't-
ball bearings
Yeah.
at him.
you can just wound him.
I just
mean,
used
you're not
my
gonna
ball
kill
bearings.
him.
Well, you
I
can
don't
use
know
your.
Throw him
Oh, you only had
Oh,
two.
did you use all of them?
I don't know. I don't know how ball bearings work.
I
so
think,
just
yeah,
kinda
you'd
got-
have to get
Yeah.
more.
You had. Well, it's up to you. I mean, you didn't really specify. I mean, I was imagining you didn't throw the entire bag down.
That's
but maybe-
true. I think it comes with like 1,000.
It's 1,000.
It does come
Yeah.
with
Oh,
a
I said
1,000.
you get 1,000. So maybe
No,
just
so I
did
just
you
use half.
did you dump it?
But then,
She don't-
okay, but okay, what position are they in?
They're in a
Okay.
tussle.
So they're kind of in a tussle, but they're not holding on to each other. They're just kind of tussling around. Seville is right there as well.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna get as far as I can, and then I'm gonna throw my dagger, but down towards his legs.
Okay. All right. Roll for attack.
13. Do I add anything?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you sure do.
Whatever it is to your
Just
dagger.
look on your dagger under your
Oh
attacks.
yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on.
It's
hang
also
on.
written in your
Plus
notes.
5.
Yeah.
13 plus 5. That would be making 18.
18. Yes, 18 does hit.
And
Congratulations.
I think this is a good chance to point out, since he has an enemy of his next to him,
Oh, yes.
it procs your sneak attack.
It does.
Oh,
it
well,
does.
let's do that.
Because he doesn't see it coming.
Which means
So roll
I
your damage
have-
and
a
then roll your
D4
sneak
and then
attack.
3d6s.
Yep.
So this could really debilitate him.
Is this the right one?
Yeah, 3 times.
2, 6,
So 8,
3,
9, and then add a 4-sided die to that.
which is this one.
That's your dagger. Yep.
Wait, 11? She had 8 and then 3.
Oh, yeah, 11,
11.
2.
13, and then plus whatever it says to your damage on your
Damage
dagger.
is plus
Yeah.
3.
16. That's
Wait,
a
why
good
did she
dagger
do-
throw.
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know, guys.
16?
16.
Yeah, what were you saying though?
No, she threw a dagger.
Right, so a D4 plus 3d6.
Yeah,
From
because she
sneak
gets sneak
attack.
attack.
Because I sneak attack.
Because he has an enemy
His
engaged
enemy
with
is-
him.
3d6, 2d6.
3d6 at her level, I believe.
No, it's 2d6.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still 2d6.
So
Oh,
just
so I
remove
told you
the
wrong.
3, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
remove 3 out of it.
So,
So
make
13.
that
Yeah.
13.
Okay, so 13.
My bad, guys.
Dude, it is all good. It is all good indeed. Okay, still a pretty good wallop
Whoopsie.
on this guy.
Okay.
So yeah, you see the dagger goes right into the back of his thigh,
Ooh.
and he screams out "Ah!" in pain
that
as he's
sounds
tussling with Anazora.
And Asora, I didn't kill him.
Thank you.
All right, Otto.
It is, yeah, 2d6, yeah. Okay, so this guy's up there,
Mm-hmm.
and
So you're still back by the ladder. Again, it's 25 feet to the corner,
And then
Mhm.
another 30 feet
and
to
then
you,
another
too.
30 feet to him.
but I see where they are, right? I got my torch.
You are still
There's
by
a
the ladder. Do you
corner.
want to move forward?
There is a corner.
No, no,
you can't
I'm-
see around it.
It's a
I
right-
got this. I've done this before.
It's a right
I
bend.
I got you. So I go around the corner. Do I see him?
Let's see. The torchlight's 20 feet, I think.
Yeah,
With
so
dim
if I-
after that. So roll perception at disadvantage
Okay.
to see what you see.
Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement, so if I move up, I don't know how close that gets me to.
So you do a full 30 feet, gets you around the corner, so you're within 25 feet of him.
So I can.
So just still roll.
I got 8.
8. Yeah. So, I mean, you can see shapes, but you have now 3 of your teammates up ahead and the figure, and they're all this kind of mass. 2 of them
Right.
are like literally kind of connected. So you're not really quite sure what you're
So
seeing.
here's what I'll do. I'll take my action and dash.
Okay.
Move another 30 feet.
Yeah.
I go right past them.
Yep.
I have my sword pointed out, and I notice as I go by with the torch, I can probably take stock of everything. See that she's got him grabbed. She just threw a dagger, and I'm like, got it. And so I rush past them as far as I can get.
Yep.
So whatever.
You're
moving
like just
60
right.
feet this turn.
Yeah, you're just right in front of them.
Right in front of them, and I like hold my sword out, and I'm blocking the way.
Okay.
If he were to try and move past me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. Erisette, where is our music?
I've run in with everybody else to see this whole thing, and can I be right on his tail, running at the same time,
Yeah.
knowing that something happened? So I
Yeah, well,
follow-
you know that something's happened. You've seen
Yeah.
all of this
Right.
unfold.
Yeah, so I run at the same time, and I watch him do everything he's doing, and so
Don't let him get away.
I
Over
won't.
here.
So I run over to Anazora, and I want to help, kind of grab him because I don't think we should kill him. I want to grab him and see if we can tie him up with rope.
Well, so it's still 60 feet for you as well. So you
Okay.
can get there if you dash, but you won't be able to take an action because
That's
the dash is your action.
So I dash and I can't grab him.
No,
Right.
you're using your action to go farther.
Well, I grab, then I dash and get close because
Yeah,
also
you're-
Seville said
So you're
let's all stay
maybe
together.
you can make it just past him and you're right next to Otto.
Kind of
Like,
forming
you guys,
like a wall for him.
You guys are blocking the way now.
Okay.
It would be difficult terrain for him to try to get past. And it is actually his turn. So, and he does. Hold on. I gotta make sure. Okay. And now you guys do see that this tunnel that you're going down opens up pretty close to where you're just on your like another 5 feet behind you, and it opens up into something, goes sideways, and you see more sludge, sewage passing by.
Favorite.
Sewage everywhere.
So he is going to break right through you guys. So you both get opportunity attacks
Opportunity attack.
Okay.
on him. And
So you'll try to attack with your
Is that
rapier,
all of us get
as will
opportunity
I.
attacks?
everybody who's next to him. So you guys, yeah,
Yeah.
all
This guy
actually,
is a
everybody except Tabitha.
Big dum dum for that.
Okay. Are we at
Crit
Yum.
fail.
Yum.
Crit
top of
fail?
the order? Okay.
Yeah, you just don't want to hurt this guy.
No kidding. I
Oh
also
my
got a
God.
crit fail.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Bummer,
So
man.
you think there's no way this guy is going to like break
No
through
way.
our ranks, and he just bolts right through you. Yeah.
Oh.
What's
But
So
you also
he's-
get one, right?
What'd you get?
Opportunity attack. I got a
That's
7,
on you.
but do I add any?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever
just
your rapier is.
your
So
rapier.
go to
Oh
actions,
yeah. Okay.
And
okay.
then plus
I think
6.
it- yeah.
So I got a
13.
13.
You hit. Roll your damage. So it's a D8.
Okay.
It's the diamond one.
All right, I'm
10
using
plus 4.
Mind Hammer to try to knock him down.
No, you can't use that on a reaction, can you?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Ooh,
a
I got a
melee.
6.
Basic melee
plus
attack.
Basic melee. Yeah.
4,
4.
10.
10. I got a 10.
This guy.
I say not so fast.
Yeah, you just.
I'm like pushed up against the wall. I'm like, nice.
Yeah, he surprises Otto, but you just pull out your blade and
Don't
like
kill
swing
him!
it through the air, just catch him on the side,
off.
just ripping open his
Guys, we need
his
this
clothing. You can see a
Yeah.
rib flash as
We'll
he
figure
goes
it out.
past.
Yeah.
He's like, oh!
We
And
don't need his
he just
improvement.
keeps going,
That
and he
bad.
doesn't give up.
I'm a good learner.
Um,
I'll figure it out later.
And what do you do? What'd
Gotta be
Whip,
quicker.
and that's
you roll? Just a normal whip
Yes.
attack. Okay,
Have you
I'll roll
always had
that.
a whip?
25.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
haven't seen
This
the
is the
whip.
first
25 misses.
I've heard of
Just
it.
kidding, no, it hits.
Seems like sometimes you're getting new stuff that I don't know about.
No, the whip.
No, he's had the whip
I had the whip.
from day one.
Sure. Okay.
No, he does.
I'm gonna go review your
He
hasn't
stuff
had
later.
occasion
Total
to whip
for
it out.
8.
I guess.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Is he alive still?
He is hanging on by
Hanging
a
on by a
thread.
thread.
So you
You give up now.
you see him go, and right as Otto gets knocked into the wall, you spring out your whip, and you just see it unfurl, snap, and you see this flash, this glint of silver as it digs into his back, and he goes down, and he
Well struck,
stumbles
Seville.
into the sewage.
Ha ha,
and
you're
then,
covered in filth.
Pulls himself up again and continues on, and he's gotten so it's with difficult terrain.
Stop, you fool, or we'll kill you.
Back up. So yeah, he basically gets the other side of another sludge trough that you see passing by, and there's a very large archway on the far side of this trough that he basically just makes it inside there, and he is now not running. He is staggering. He's dragging a leg behind him, and he is looking messed
Do
up.
you have a death wish?
Seville, you're up.
All right. Can I chase him down and hold a? I've got my whip, but I'm gonna take my dagger out and just run him down and press it against his throat,
You've lost
Um,
here.
and just say, "Ease down,
Roll an intimidation check.
All right. 8.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
If he doesn't ease down and he tries to get away, the dagger's going across his neck. And I'm just going to knock him out. Or I'm going to butt end him in
You
the
see
temple.
him like surge with energy, like he's
Yeah.
gonna bolt for it, and then just give up in your eyes, and you
Okay.
just see all of the drive and just leave, and just nothing but fear in his eyes.
All right.
Good choice. I just keep a
gonna,
sword.
do you have a
trained
weapon
on
on him?
Yeah, he's got a crossbow. He's got a short sword.
Anything in his hand?
Not right now. His crossbow's on his
Okay,
back. He
so-
put it as he ran.
Collar, point, and I'm moving him back out of where we are, back.
Down. I just
Shut up! Shut your mouth!
No,
And I'm just gonna clamp his mouth, put it right through his temple. You're not gonna die. Just shut your mouth, and we're gonna ask you a few questions.
And then you'll need to open your mouth to answer them.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna move over. Now calm down. You're not gonna die. I got some questions to ask.
What are you doing
I want
down
to.
there?
I want to try to get him to relax.
Yeah.
I sort
Okay.
of good cop this situation. I give
Yeah.
Seville a wink,
Is
Yeah.
the combat over?
Come
Yeah,
on, sir.
and
Okay.
I go over to him and I say, I look in my eye and I say, listen, this man, I've seen him do terrible things to people, but if you listen and do what he says, you'll be all right. Now just try and relax and answer our questions. There's nothing to worry about here.
I'm gonna tie up his hands while everyone else is talking. to
Don't
him.
mind that.
Do a charisma.
And check his pockets first.
Could I
Sure.
use persuasion?
I mean,
perhaps?
sorry. I mean persuasion.
Well, that is charisma. I just
But you know, you get bonuses. Yes, I meant to say persuasion.
14 plus 8,
Yeah.
22.
2. Yes. 22. Yeah. You just see him calm down a little bit, and his breathing becomes a little more steadied.
That's it. Now, Seville, you were saying?
Did I find anything in his pockets?
Roll investigation check. 18. Yeah, so you start rifling through his pockets. You find a really kind of gross-looking strip of beef jerky.
Disgusting. I don't want that.
Yep. You find 4 silver pieces.
Okay, I'll keep those.
And that's all that this guy has on him. He's got so he's got some extra bolts for his weapon, and he's got a small dagger on his leg.
I'm gonna.
None of his equipment looks that nice, and he is filthy. Like this guy,
Ugh.
he's older. You'd think maybe like 50 something.
I want a crossbow, but maybe not his. So I'll just take the silver. Thank you.
I mean, the crossbow looks operational.
What were you asking this man?
We're asking, what are you doing down here?
Yeah, what are you guarding? What are you guarding? Who are you working for?
Your hand's still up, or you?
What's that?
Do you remove your hand? He's just like he's not sure if he can speak.
Remember what
Yeah,
I told you?
I take my hand
You're
away.
allowed to talk now.
Go ahead. Just take a breath.
Okay, I just a watch person. That's all. That's what I do.
For who? Who are you watching for?
For some other people.
Are they for
And I
Leah?
take my dagger and I put
Not
it
for
in the
Leah.
bottom of his chin and I say, be more specific.
For news.
Okay, Simrock. I'm sorry, but I watch for the Simrock. I'm not one. I just watch for them.
All right, just calm down.
All right.
He's
that's
just got a
fine.
blade on
I
my
remove-
throat.
There you go.
Take it down. Take it down. So,
There you go.
what are we looking at here? Where's their hideout? What's the numbers? And who are the rest of the scouts and lookouts?
Oh, there's everybody down here. I mean, everybody's down here.
Calm down. That's no. I
The-
want
the-
specifics.
I mean, I only know the Simrock. I only see some of them.
All right. Well, how many
What'd
have
they
you
do?
seen?
Tell you to
I mean, they all
just
come-
stand out here at random?
Yeah, they give me a silver a day.
Where?
just-
Where's the hideout?
It's down that way.
Yeah,
It's,
down that way doesn't help. Give me
so,
directions.
Behind me, the first one to the right, down the stairs.
All right, Seville.
Let's just
A
let
word
him-
quickly.
Yeah.
But everybody is down here.
No. Silence for a minute. Why don't we just have him take us back?
Very good. Yeah.
And if he does anything fishy at all, and I raise my voice loud enough to where he can hear, he'll see how much of a ruthless cutthroat you are. He wouldn't dare wish to invoke your wrath.
I look at him. In his mind, I go, would you?
Oh, I love that.
Do an intimidation check.
Scary.
I love that.
That's a natural 5.
Oh, come on. I
6.
wanted that to work.
I wanted it too.
Well, you know what?
Still cool.
It's still cool. Hold on.
Still cool as shit. Come on.
Oh.
No, no roll necessary. That's just cool.
No,
vibe
he
right
rolled a
there.
nat 20. He
Oh my God.
steals himself. He's
Can you stop rolling crits, man?
I know. Well, it's a good one to waste a 20 on. He just kind of. Okay. Look. I know what you are. You're a wizard.
That's right.
I don't want to mess with a wizard.
That's right.
Look,
I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll
But
take you.
Wait a
You'll
minute.
have to keep much quieter.
Didn't he say that they're all there? He's gonna lead us right to.
When you said all
course,
there, do you
but-
mean?
I mean, all the people. Everybody's down here. Valia, Sumrak, everyone.
What
Why?
about Fornouge?
Why?
Everybody's here.
Stop it.
What?
Will you tell us why?
I want to find them.
Fornouge, I don't.
I don't
The
have
devil
anything
god?
to do with that.
Sure.
There's not the. What?
Nothing.
Don't
Forget
worry about
that.
it.
Forget about that.
Did you hear that, Otto? And I take Otto aside.
What?
Did you hear that?
Yes, of
He
course.
said they're all here.
Well, we know that the Thieves Guild are conspiring together to find
Well,
us.
apparently they're called the Devil Guard, and apparently they're
The
Devil-
coalesced
Devil
under
God.
Fornouge.
No, 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 no,
that is
no,
what
no.
they call the.
That's what they
Oh,
call
no,
for
devil
you.
is
God.
the devil.
My friend.
I keep having problems with my perceptions underneath this.
you are
Yes.
just
I really
you.
don't like it under here.
It's
I
all right.
tell you, it's noxious. Listen to me.
Wild sauce
My
will
friend,
be out of here soon.
What is your name?
Real.
Real?
Real or Real?
Real,
I mean,
yeah,
come on.
are you from Madrid?
Roll. I played for
All right,
Real
Real.
Madrid.
Now listen here.
can
You know
roll,
how to you know how to do this sort of thing, right? You seem like a really smart fellow. You remind me of Willard, a
All right.
really smart man I once knew. Now listen, you
Realities.
can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You
No,
can.
I don't know how these book things.
Okay, but you can sort of guess. So everyone you referred to,
I mean, all
If
the
you had to
all the
guess.
groups are down.
do your best
They
guess.
come and go. I don't know. I mean, they
Do
come and
your
go.
very best
I-
guessing. I'd hate for you to anger Seville.
I don't know. Every single
Just
day is
pick a
different.
random number if you can't think.
What I mean,
Don't.
I say sometimes there are more. Sometimes there aren't that many of it at one time down here, but they come and they go. They use it. Everybody uses
How
it to
about
pass
this? How
through.
about this? In groups larger or smaller than our group?
Larger usually, but
Alright. See,
but
that's helpful.
tonight there's not a lot of people around.
Oh, great. That's very good.
I don't know what's going on.
So what is there? A common
Alright.
room?
I mean, everybody has their own. I don't even know. I know the general direction you take to go to the Sumrock, but their hideouts are all secret.
Well, right, but you're going to show us exactly.
I can show you which time. See, and he points back.
No, you're coming
They're-
along for
they're-
the ride.
Yeah,
But
let's
no,
go.
there are five tunnels. They all go different places.
Right.
All right, good.
And
Which one do you want to go to? Sumrock, Falir?
yes,
I only know Sumrock.
Good.
I would
we're
like
going
to go
Sumrock.
visit the Simrock. I have a bone to pick with them.
Sure, let's go.
So I just
I'm gonna give him a hand, like, so that. 'cause
I don't
he's-
know. I can only show you the. I don't know where it is. I only can show you the way. I stay
That's
out here.
fine. We know how useless you really are. We're just trying to.
I'm completely useless.
Yes. So
You don't want to be completely useless.
I'm not completely useless.
if you don't keep quiet, Seville will
Oh, yeah,
kill you.
Spider. Is
Yeah,
he
where
with
is Spider?
us?
Has he vanished?
Spider is not with you.
Oh God.
Okay.
Spider's probably down here.
It's
Turned
taking you guys a
rogue again.
long time to remember a spider.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we'll.
Sounds like
Well, what?
Well,
the
he
lady
was-
that
he
made
wasn't
us
in the
all
room when we
asleep.
got
Yeah,
knocked out by your
she
superior
must've-
and
He
given
wasn't.
us a task. So
He wasn't there.
he might be off doing his own thing now. But regardless,
place on the circle.
I think Laura got rid of him.
maybe.
She probably decided he didn't pass muster because of his background.
Hmm.
Oh, God.
Could be.
You
Too
guys
much
didn't
of a
ask.
risk.
What are
We didn't
thinking?
ask. She
We
didn't
forgot
tell
about
us.
him.
But
Aye,
nevertheless,
aye.
okay, this guy
Well, there's a
Rial,
lot going on.
tell him, you, I will keep my eye on you and keep quiet. So now you're going to follow with us and lead us in that direction. And we've make sure we've stripped him of his weapons.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And his
And-
arms are tied up.
Yeah, and his arms are tied up behind him, thanks to Tabitha. And
Okay.
let's just have him lead us along.
Okay. All right.
I'll give him a hand since he's limping.
You're so compassionate.
Kicked over the terrain.
There's terrain.
Maybe.
terrain?
I don't know if you go that way. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. Stop questioning me.
All right, Tabitha, you remember what the Sumrock did to us?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go make them pay for that.
Okay, but also
she does
we
love
have a
money.
mission.
I know, and we might very well find some clues regarding that mission along the
Okay,
way.
I'm just trying not to get captured again because see that wasn't fun the first time.
Well, remember, we were fools and separated ourselves from the group. That's why we got captured. We're with the group now.
But do you remember who captured us?
Yes, the Sumrock.
Okay, so see why maybe I'm hesitant to go to them again.
Yes, but do you see how I pointed out there was only 2 of us by ourselves with that group, and now we're with
That's
the
not gonna
whole
happen.
group?
And it's exactly why he does want to see them again.
Okay, fine, you're the boss.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe Rial could be your tutor and teach you a couple of things that you're not
That's
seeming
very
to.
insulting, and no thank you.
Otto, is your plan
To
to
the
kill her
business.
when you see her?
If I see any of the Sumrock, especially some of the ones who sold me into slavery, into a foul necromancer's cage, yes, I'll kill them.
I'll help you.
Oh, fantastic.
Do you remember when they drugged us
I do.
with that weird fruit?
I do indeed.
So if anyone offers you fruit,
What are we looking
Oh, I
at
love
here as
fruit.
I'm moving
Don't
him
eat it.
forward?
So as you guys
No, take
enter
it.
this room, you've all crossed over another sludge tunnel, and you've entered a large round room, and there are 5 other exits
tunnels?
from this room. And just looking from where you're standing right now, you can tell that 2 of them go down, 2 of them are flat and go off and make bends, so you can't see how far off they go, and 1 looks like it goes up. And he's leading you right over to the first one on the right, which is going down.
Alright?
All right, what's our play here? Sneak in, rush them.
And what's your marching order? And he's at the front leading you guys.
I don't want
he's-
him at the front.
No,
I think
he's a
you
bit
at
of
the
a.
front.
Well, we
Oh,
need
I'm
him as a
helping him
bit of a
walk.
face.
Okay, so you're holding on to him.
Could
Yeah.
you let him go?
He's the meat shield.
He's struggling.
Yeah, just forget it. He'll be fine.
He's he's got blood dripping out of his
You'll
mouth.
be fine, won't you?
Do you
I'm
want me to
gonna-
give him a healing potion?
I'm gonna
Avisora?
let go of him, like as I let him on his own.
Okay,
I'm gonna like heal him for 1
just for 1.
HP.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All right.
But nobody knows this.
Now you hide your hand so that you know there's some light that comes from your hand when you do it. But you try to kind of bury it so it's a little hidden by his clothes and your clothes, and just give him
Right.
1 more hit point.
So she's
so
at the front?
He doesn't look any different.
Who's at the front? She and Azora and
But he feels like he can feel it, and it like makes him a little,
So
little bit
here's a
happier.
few options. We could all
all I'm
storm the
looking
place
for.
together.
Okay.
Get the jump on them.
It's confusing down. There are a lot of passages and stuff. So I want to let you know we're going down into the depths.
Right.
So
Are you going to be?
I can
using
only
your
show you
sword?
where I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to get off guard duty, where would you go and report
I go back up.
to?
I go back up,
You would go back up to the surface.
and they come to me and they give me my silver, and then they disappear
where do they meet you?
in this room.
So how do you?
What's
What's the-
what time do they do that?
What's the exchange? What are the words?
Good
What's
question.
What's the signal you give?
I
If you
just
find
come
someone.
here at night,
What time at night?
about an hour after sundown.
All right. So here's the
time is
thing.
it
You
now?
were running from us. Where were you
It's
going?
almost morning. I was I was just getting away.
Yeah. Where were you going?
I mean, there's tunnels everywhere. If I go long enough, I can get back out to the surface. That one right there.
And he points to the one that looks like it leads up.
Why
I can
would
get
you
out
just
that
run
way.
to the surface? Aren't you a lookout?
Yeah, but you're trying to kill me. Do you want me to stand here and die?
Who are you going to report to? You're looking.
I'm not gonna report. I'm gonna run for my life.
It sounds this adds
Just
up.
throw him in the sewer.
They've got it through a mass threshold. They go, they meet him blindly, they pay him silver. That's fine. I think we now know where the Sumrock are. We're going down into the depths. We just need to figure out how we're going to go further.
So were they going to meet you tonight then, or did they already pay you and you were trying to
Oh,
leave?
you paid me.
Would you have been back tomorrow night?
Of course. That's my job.
What if we rest?
What is your
if
job?
we rest
I'm a
and
lookout. That's all I do.
And you found us.
I
so where
don't
were you
want
going?
to rest down here. It's
But
nasty.
Normally, I would
But wait,
I
I
would
don't
try to
need
do
to
it
believe
later.
me.
You
Hear
never-
you run and yell down one of the tunnels,
One of
and let
them?
them where I think they are that night.
Where do you think they are this night?
Well, I'm telling you.
Hear me out, Listen.
But-
let him go.
But I'm about. I
Let
feel.
him stop whining. He gets out of here. We hide in the corners of this chamber. until they would come to pay him, and we ambushed them.
It's too
We go
risky.
No,
find
they-
them where they
no,
That's
are.
they-
another
already
almost
paid me.
almost
We already paid
24
him. We're
hours
not
from
letting
now.
this
They
guy
already
go.
paid me. I got my money.
All right, listen.
Wait, I
We
have
can
my
for-
money.
Do we all
Yeah,
agree on
sorry.
this?
This guy's
We
gonna
can
take-
forge ahead. We'll keep him with us.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
We just need to decide, how do we want to go forward? Do we want
You're gonna
to
kill me, aren't you?
No, shut up, will you? Do we want to storm them? Do we want to try and move ahead stealthily as a team? Or do we want to send a scout or two ahead to check out things? How do we want to play this?
Why don't we send a scout again?
Let's do that, and then if we've got the numbers, then we just storm them, catch them off guard, and try to
Great.
neutralize them as fast as we
Whoever
can.
wants to scout, go for it. I'll stay here with Numbskull.
I
You
will as
come
well.
back and let us know what you find.
I would like to scout, but I am a bit nervous about being snatched by the rocket.
Well, you're welcome to stay here with Anazora and I.
I'm quite stealthy. Perhaps
Especially
Erisek
since
would
it's
go
dark.
with me.
Well, here's the
You'd
thing.
need a
If
torch.
we have a torch,
I have a torch.
no, that's the
But then
problem.
they won't
now.
see you.
The
But-
bloom of light.
Erisek can see in the dark.
Yeah,
So maybe Arisette goes.
just me.
No, I'll back you up.
I can do it
What?
alone.
You want to go by yourself
I'll do it.
How did this go from being me to just being you?
because
You
that
want to
light,
come?
that
Can't
torch
see.
light, gives you away before you can.
Look, I won't stop you. If you want to go with her, go, but
Yeah,
it's up
I
to
want
you.
to go with you. Plus,
We
I
can
know
do
you
it.
don't like it down here.
We can
Alright.
do it together. You'll
Okay.
keep me calm. You've been very calm all this time.
But
Just
no
be
torch.
mindful of the fumes. Oh,
Oh, the
Okay.
shit smell in the air?
Yeah, I'm sure it's all starting to make us a bit loopy down
You
here.
watch the edge of that torch light because they'll see that first.
No, I'm staying
No.
back here with you three.
I'm
No
talking about her
torchlight.
torch light.
Tabitha, no
She's not
torchlight.
going to
Hold my
use it.
hand.
I'm just gonna hold her hand.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right.
And my
we
moon
go.
dagger will throw off some light.
Oh, so if you need that, you can do that.
Okay.
All right. So you
Arisette,
two are going down.
Just scout ahead. That
Okay.
sounds like yeah.
Any problem, you just yell. We're
I will.
coming.
Yep, we'll storm. We'll be ready.
Okay, I'll show you the way.
No,
No,
you're
you're
staying
staying
here.
here.
He's already showed us the direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
You
pointed-
stay here with us. You're not going
He's
anywhere.
pointed to a tunnel.
All right. Let
All
us
right.
know what you find.
Okay.
We'll be
so
waiting.
Start making your way down this tunnel. It goes about 10 feet and it starts slowly turning to the left. Kind of a gradual spiral down. It goes pretty deep. You think of probably about a 50-foot decline from where you were before, and it empties out into a narrow hallway that goes about 10 feet, and then it looks like it splits left-right. And you do notice that the air is a little bit better down here. There's not the sewage smell. It's more of like a damp, musky smell, but less
Better
sewage.
for you.
Kind of left about halfway down.
I thought I was just getting used to it. Did you notice it too?
Of course, it smells terrible.
What should we do? Say we go left.
Okay.
We go left.
All right, so you make your way out, and you see the hallway goes down for about 50 feet, and it looks like it might go left again.
Have we passed any doors or anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, it's just a.
Tabitha, what do you think? Left or right?
Left.
Left again.
Easy to remember.
You go all the way down, and you come to a door about 5 feet off the hallway. There's an old wood door. It looks pretty substantial. It's closed. There's a pull handle and a lock on it.
Okay. I'll hold my moon dagger out. And I'll say, Tabitha, can you pick this?
Sure. Before I pick it, I see if it just happens to be open.
Yeah, so you turn the handle and push. Opens, no problem.
Good one.
Okay. Erisette, peek in there, see what you can see.
Okay.
And we're still holding hands, so we're not like separating.
Okay.
She's just looking a little bit ahead.
All right, roll a perception check.
And my other hand, I'm holding her hands with my left hand. My right hand has my rapier,
Okay,
like at the ready.
all right.
Right, I got a 12 plus my perception modifier, which is, hold on a second.
As I recall, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think you have good
It's,
perception.
2. So it's
All right,
14.
well, it's not that good.
Not bad.
So 14 total? So this is a narrow, long, rectangular room.
Okay.
And you can see there's like a, looks like a door. It might be a portcullis. You can't quite tell from where you're at. It's pretty far down there. off to your right, there's a bunch of piles of debris in this room. You see rats scampering across.
I can hear him.
Nothing smells that bad. There's no change in the smell here. It's all very damp and musty smelling. There might be piles of clothes. Looks like there's a busted barrel off in the left-hand corner. There's not much in this room.
Okay. Should we go to that door over there?
Sure.
We do. We go towards the.
Okay. And as you approach, you see that it's a portcullis and it is down, and it's a metal portcullis.
What's a portcullis?
You know, it's that
It's one of
like,
those like 3-pronged doors that has like the.
in front of a
Yeah.
gate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
you can see through it.
What
It's metal.
usually makes them go up and down?
A
Usually-
lever?
Usually some kind of a mechanism.
So there are
Sometimes you
bars,
can just lift them.
But most of the time, it does not open from its side.
But you can look through it, right? 'Cause it's just
Yeah,
bars.
you can see through
So
it.
I look through it.
You see a hallway that goes about another 20 feet and looks like it goes left and right again.
And that's the only other door in this room.
Okay, I think we should go back and let them know that this is what we see.
I think so too.
Okay.
Let's
Gone
run.
through.
Run.
Okay, so we're gonna run.
We
You
run
run?
back. Yeah,
Okay,
all the
so
way back
you're not
to
being
them.
stealthy anymore.
No.
So you run back to where you came down, and then you see the continuation. The hallway looks like it just continues off and past the range of your dark vision.
Look, I
Just
see them.
on and on and on.
They're
Where do you
coming
wanna go?
back.
We're going back to them.
You go back to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Back
as,
up the stairs.
as we're waiting, I lean into Anazar and I said, I used to be a sanitation engineer, but the city dumped me.
Oh, that was a pretty good one.
I think our
That
stream just
was
melted down.
At least he's trying
Uh.
to make the joke.
Dreadful.
Dreadful jokes are good jokes.
Rael, what's that room with the portcullis? What is that, Rael? What is it? Tell us. Tell me.
What'd you find? What'd you find?
Nothing. But there's a room.
That room's empty.
Why?
I don't know.
This
Clearly,
guy
what-
doesn't know much. He's just a
It's just
hired
an empty
dog.
room.
Have you opened the
there-
portcullis? Do you know how to open it?
just lift it. If it. Did you try lifting it?
You didn't.
No, we.
But that's not the way to the
Well,
Simrock.
but we know it's.
Oh, well,
What is
great.
that the way
What
to?
is?
I don't know. All kinds of. I don't go down. It's dangerous down there.
Okay, but obviously
Alright.
you've been in this room, so where is the way to
If
the
you go
Simrock?
down
If it's not
to
that
the
way.
right, at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, we went left, so yeah, let's go right.
Now look,
No,
I'd
no, let him
hate.
finish his sentence.
I'd
What?
hate for
If
your-
we go down to the right, well then what?
There's a long hallway, and somewhere I usually, if I need to alert, I'll scream as I go down that hallway, and somebody will appear.
So you'll need to be very sneaky if you go that way. And I would like to see if I believe him.
Roll an insight check.
11 plus 3, 14.
You know, there is a shifty nature to this guy. You definitely think he's telling the truth this time, but you
Mhm.
get the sense that truth is a fluid thing.
I just
with
tell
him.
you guys, be very careful. We're going off of the words of this man. And.
Oh, there's another one! And he points over to one of the other tunnels, and
Mhm.
There's another what?
that's what he says.
I
And
just
then-
look that direction.
Okay, and then he bolts.
I try to stab him through the
All right.
through the throat.
Yeah, make an opportunity attack.
I tried.
Bad, big mistake, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about his
Yeah.
life.
Natural 19
Oh yeah.
plus
He's like
5,
a
24.
sewer.
Are you gonna
11 piercing damage.
a lethal attack? No. He just
Yeah.
I had no choice.
he just slides off your blade. Thump.
Why
Dead.
did you kill him? I would have liked to have learned what another one meant.
I'm
Or is
looking
it
the
he
direction
just
that he
ran?
said.
Just, do perception check.
I think he's just trying to do the old look over
17
here
plus-
and
Yes.
I believe.
Look, he knew nothing.
One.
He was little more
So
than a
18.
No, I
You
think-
have a solid.
I think he knew
feel
more
that
than he was leading on to.
Oh, plus 2.
Doubtful.
19.
No,
19.
this is
You
the
don't see
sewer rock.
anything.
They
I mean, and
play-
you whipped over really quickly. You didn't see anything.
I think he
Great
was just deceiving us.
manipulators.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what we have to do. We go
I'm
back
taking
down.
his crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, and his dagger. I took his. Well, I didn't know he had a dagger.
I'm sure you can tell. His dead body's right
Yeah.
there.
I
So
took
I'm
it.
just, he's on the little,
Actually, I'm sure you would have taken it off. Unless, did you leave it on him? His dagger?
I didn't. I left his dagger because I already have two.
Okay.
Um,
you leave him armed.
And I
Oh,
guess.
yeah, no,
well, he
we
was his
disarmed
hands were.
him.
I
had-
thought
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
said we
We
disarmed
said we
him.
disarmed him.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't
Then
say
somebody
we
had.
took
So he
I'm
has
just
a
gonna
short
roll him
sword,
in
a
the
dagger,
slot.
and the
Yeah.
crossbow.
I'm
just
taking the
gonna roll him
crossbow. It's a
in
little
the,
big for me, but I'm just gonna kind of.
All right.
hold it up.
So, well, you got to pick him up and carry him
I'm
over.
just gonna, no, I'm just
Dump
gonna-
him into the.
Yeah.
And I
So-
just like look over and I like kind of kick his body over into his stomach, and I'm just like, you poor fool.
And then
All right.
Seville finishes off, pushes him into the sewage,
Yeah.
and you see the body kind of bob and kind of start to slowly sink as it drifts down.
It was clear the Sumrock don't just tell everyone everything. This man knew next to nothing, but he told us the way. Do you want us to go with you, or do you want to sneak that direction?
Here's what I think. If
think
we're
we
going
should-
anywhere near them, we'll be in trouble alone.
We
Alright.
need to stay together. And Azora, I'm really sorry that he had to die. I know
That's
that's hard for
okay.
you.
He wasn't doing a very good job of helping himself stay alive.
Now you're catching on.
Wow, and Azora.
Some people usher
Why is
in
everyone
death.
impressed by me?
Oh, our jaded cynicism may be rubbing off on you.
All right, so then how are we doing this approach? We'll lift the. We're not going that way.
Here's what I think we should
Although
do.
there might be something quite interesting that way. We
I
never
think
know.
we should be
That's
very
true.
careful. We're walking into potentially a den of
Mhm.
enemies.
We should
Now,
try to be
one of us,
stealthy.
when we get down there, should call. I was going to suggest this when we were going to do it with Rael, but he's dead now. So
Nah,
one of us will
good thing.
pretend to be down there and draw them out. The rest of us hide behind, and we attack the moment they show
It's
us.
not a bad idea. You know, I do know a bit of a spell, and I haven't shown this to you guys before, but I used it to deceive the guy when I bought the breastplate that I'm wearing, the jeweled breastplate. And I conjure up an image before you guys at the snap of my fingers. It's
Wow.
a minor illusion. It says you create a sound or an image. So what I could do is I make it a whisper, but I sort of twist my hands in the air, and it's the sound of Rial's voice being like, "There's someone coming," and I'm like,
Someone's coming.
and then I snap my fingers back. So I say, we could definitely lure them over, but
I do have a suggestion.
I'm listening.
Well, maybe we don't say someone's coming because then they actually will all be aware that we are coming.
True, I could make the illusion be anything.
Oh, great.
A sound or an image. I haven't quite mastered how to link them together. It's quite complex, sort of.
Sounds
Anyway, I won't
complicated.
Why
bother
don't you do a curious sound, something that any normal person would come out and investigate, and then we can at least. rather
I'll
than
think on that.
tip
We have
them
some
off.
time.
Sure.
But 2 questions are on my mind now.
Okay.
One is, do we explore the area past the portcullis, which we know does not lead to the Sumrock?
No.
Okay,
And
fair
also
enough.
there were a lot of
I'm
rats
intrigued.
in that room.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe we'll make our way there eventually, because
Smelled better.
I'm intrigued. I'm a curious
That was
fellow
good.
myself. So then, what trap do we spring for them? If I do lure them over with an illusion, what's our plan?
My archery.
Jump them?
Yeah,
Yes.
we kill them.
You from
yes.
We
range.
kill them.
Hunter's mark.
I love it.
Your
I have no
favorite.
spells left, unfortunately, unless we rest. That's why I've been trying to rest for so long.
Friend, you don't have spells, but it looks that you have arrows.
I do have arrows.
They do just as well. I do have a bit of spellcraft left at my disposal.
And I have
AKA,
this crossbow I've never shot before.
you have a
How
what?
did that go?
Oh, right.
Crossbow.
So you
But
two
you're like-
will be our ranged
It's really
artillery.
big for me.
Yeah.
It is intimidating. at
It
the
is a
very
light
least.
crossbow, so it's not that big. I mean,
But
you
I'm
could,
pretty.
And you
It's
see
like
me
literally her
conjure.
size, and she goes like this,
see-
and she like.
You see me kind of conjure an eldritch thing in my hand. You've seen me
Ooh,
blast before.
yeah.
I could provide some artillery of my own. So we'll make the sound, we'll lure them out, and we'll blast them. Seville, any ideas? Anything we've missed?
Well, where did he not want us to go? Or where was he trying
Well, he
to
just
lead
told
us?
us that the way past the portcullis does not lead to the Sumrock.
Do we
It's
think
the
this
other
is
way.
like the headquarters of the Sumrock?
Yes.
Well,
I do think-
Or is
remember,
this just a little hideout?
friendly reminder, these 2 groups are likely meeting, coming up with a plan to kill us now. Remember, they were working together, which your superior told us she's never seen done before.
Correct.
Clearly, we've upset them, and they would probably be very excited to see us all gathered together for them to apprehend.
Very
I think
true.
it's because we're starting to be onto them. I mean, we knew even more than your superior knew
It's a
when it came
cat
to.
and mouse game. Hold on, I need to write that down.
Inazora.
There
Inazora.
was a
I've heard that
cat,
before.
there was a mouse.
Can you bloom any new flowers so that this could be a slightly more tolerable smell for us?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
That's
I'll try to
brilliant.
think of something extremely happy, as in not this location.
From your mouth to.
and you think back to the Feywild, to the beauty and the savage wildness of that land and how happy you were there. at one with nature in the forest, and everything goes silent again. And you feel that, like you got yanked out of your body, and you feel this rushing wind. After you can't hear anything right now. And suddenly, boom, you're back in the Feywild. Except it's not really the Feywild. You know it looks like it, but it feels different. It feels ethereal. Like you've projected your spirit there. And it was almost painful, that transition from where you were. And you hear this booming voice that fills you with love. And you back home, and it says, Anazora, continue on your path. Your choices are right. Find Spider. He will show you what you get pulled back again, and you feel more pain this time, almost like your mind and your soul, your body is under attack, and you're back there, and you stagger, and you almost fall down to the ground.
Whoa.
That was
And
quite
sound
interesting.
returns.
Am I spring now? And do I have flowers?
You don't. No, you are still autumnal and
Are you all right?
confused.
What happened with you
The
last?
love that you felt, that warmth that was spreading through you, was ripped away from you the moment you shot backwards. And you actually start to turn white as you feel that the love is gone, that connection is gone, and you're sinking into a sadness.
Something quite strange. It's as if I was in the Feywild again, but it wasn't. It was like kind of a dream, like how it's pretty weird. Like, I don't know. I have to find Spider.
You have to what?
I have to find Spider.
Oh, yeah,
Which
Spider. Wonder what happened to him. Anyone remember?
He
No.
probably went back to the Falair.
Why
I
do you
don't
Why do you
think
want to
so.
do that? Why
I don't.
would you?
I don't know, because this very big booming voice was telling me that I need to find
Well,
him.
look.
How are we supposed to find Spider?
But I don't know why
I don't
he's
know
going to
what
help with
happened
something.
when your eyes fluttered, but we have a task to tend
Look,
to now.
we better get together.
Just wish that I
or-
could talk to that voice again.
Okay, well maybe we can attempt once we're done with our mission, and then you can find Spider.
Alright,
and
remember,
all will be
the
well.
trap.
I'm sorry I couldn't make any flowers.
Oh, don't worry, and
Don't
then give her a
worry.
big hug.
Are you
This
going to
is
be
the
all right down
worst.
here? No, it's not. No, it's not. You're doing a good
It
thing.
smells bad.
All right, just cheer up.
And I go to her and I say,
smells bad, and I'm confused.
Goody.
And Spider's
It's
gone.
so
I
nice
didn't
to
even realize.
All
spoon
the
each
girls
other.
are hugging each other right now, and we think it's so
So-
gross down here.
The three of you
Shall
are
we
just
go?
like clumped together in this hug.
I guess have your moment whenever you're ready. And me and
Yes.
Seville, I just imagine that I'm like smoking a cigarette.
Actually,
just like,
can you and Seville roll a perception check.
let's see, I'm feeling this guy. Huh.
Why didn't that guy just
20,
listen
not
to
natural.
us?
That makes me
20.
nervous every time I see you roll into a pile of dice.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's
like-
one
I'm
one
like,
time it jumped and it got over here, and I was like, well, but no, natural 18, so 20.
23.
20 and 23. As you guys are watching this
Nice.
kind of like
Yes.
awkward,
Miserable hug.
hugging moment,
Just like the falling
you
apart.
both catch sight of movement down the hallway, the staircase that they just came up. And you didn't see what it was, you just saw something that was there and just snipped out of sight.
alert.
I'm off.
Okay. You
Remember
run.
the plan.
I'm swinging the crossbow.
All right. Watch my back.
I
And
am.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay, as you run down, you hear up ahead
It sounds like
Like
gate
the
is
opening and
opening.
closing of a
You hear some
possible-
Stone
Quick mental
grind.
picture. He's going ahead. We're all together. I have
Alright.
the torch.
Okay, and you
Yeah.
guys are following?
No, I'm
Okay.
waiting.
He's
Alright.
gone. Okay, so you
I'll
roll down,
follow.
you hear that sound.
Okay. Any
And
line of sight?
And it sort of breaks away from the hug. And,
Still wintry and
and
slow
still in winter, but
sad.
you
Okay.
fly after Seville.
Okay, so I've got.
You're at the
Someone
bottom of the
needs
stairs now.
protection, so-
You don't see any
Yeah.
sign of them. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception 24.
Oh, 24.
There we go with the
Wow.
rolls.
There we go.
Perceptive.
At the end of the hallway,
Yeah.
you see the shifting of the stone. Like as the hall goes out about 10 feet and then splits left and right, but directly at the bottom, that wall, you see it kind of shift a little bit. Like at that last final millisecond of it going into place.
Let's go. Okay. So I'm just gonna lean. I think I saw someone. There's a secret door. The walls are shifting. Grab
All
everybody
right.
and let's go.
All right, we're
Probably
coming.
something terrible behind us.
Hey! I need to know if you're here with me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry whatever you went through, but do you have my back?
Of course, always.
Where did you see that wall do that?
We'll break down what you saw later on, I promise you.
Did you guys run
I'll
down, or
be
you still
in
up top?
here.
We've joined it.
Okay.
But I need
Yeah.
you. I need you.
And also, don't worry, we love you.
Thank you.
All right. As soon as I catch eyes with her and I say something in Elvish, something of a flourishing that the gods
All
will
right.
be with you.
Okay. All right. What are you doing?
Mr.
Where is that
Anvela
wall?
Or, and I
That's
right
pretty-
across the.
It's pretty good made up Elvish.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Hello.
I love that saying. Just
Hi. Yes.
gets me every time.
Where? Where?
So I
Did you see the wall?
So I just go and I point to her to talk to her, and I'm gonna walk down and just be right next to it, and then just I'm going silent now.
Okay.
I want to
Just
go
gonna
up to
stand
it.
there?
and-
Yeah. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna go right to that wall.
Okay. You can do a perception check while you're listening.
Are we with?
Yeah, you guys are all within a few.
We're all
feet of each
together.
All right.
19.
other. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, it's you're listening. You just hear the sounds of the sewer. You hear drips of water. You hear odd noises that
Have
are
my
occurring in the
torch.
background.
I want to feel around, see if I can see. Is there an indention? Is there something?
Roll an
off?
investigation check.
There's
I'm
got to
right
be
there.
some way here
I
to
would like
open
to
it.
Yeah.
investigate
But
as
you doing anything? You said you were
well.
standing there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
can
went
I
right to
also?
the thing, and I just want to listen and
Well, you can
check,
roll a perception check too.
check the.
Can we too?
If you're gonna listen or you're gonna investigate.
No, I'm gonna investigate.
roll
To
investigation.
investigate, I got 13.
Okay.
I want to investigate too.
Yeah, and I say out loud, there's got to be some way to open it.
Okay, so you can investigate now that you've said
I
something.
would like to investigate and see if there's anything I recall
We're at
from
the end
my
of the
days
hallway
of a
where we
thief,
saw
if
the-
there's any sort of
23.
signals or kind of stuff.
Do the same thing.
It's a stone wall.
23.
where I think part of it came across and closed.
Ooh, 19 plus
He's
4.
slapping it towards us.
23 as
nice.
well. You guys are on point. You're down the lower half. Seville's at the upper half. You're looking.
Yeah.
You look all over and you can see the hairline cut in the stone, and you can definitely now see the outline of the door. You don't find any tripping mechanisms here, but you can see that this is a door. You try pushing, it doesn't move. There's no way to grab it to pull it
I'm
out.
going across the way,
Okay.
looking at the floor, and then to the opposite way to see if there's some kind of trigger.
Do an investigation check for me. Now on the other side of the hallway.
13.
Yeah, you can't find anything.
Could it be cast with a spell of some sort?
Look, if we not
It'd be enchanted.
not that I know, but look, if we don't find it, we better just press on because someone may have saw us and warned the others. Let's just keep going.
Do I find anything or see anything?
You
that's
saw the same thing that he
familiar?
found. You know that there's a door there. You found the cracks, and it didn't look like the triggering mechanism was on the wall there. So you saw Seville walk off and look. You can do the same thing if you want.
Is it on the ground? Can I investigate the? To
You
see
can
if there's,
investigate
like, a
anywhere.
little thing
Yeah.
for me to like step on.
Can I
or
look at the
something?
ceiling as well?
You've investigated the ground in your immediate vicinity. You didn't find anything. You can, go.
Look around. There's got to be a trigger
How far can I
mechanism
see from this
somewhere.
torch?
I go down the hall
20
to
feet.
see.
I just go around the area that I can
Do
see.
another investigation
Stick
check for
together.
me.
15.
Well, we're
Okay. You don't find anything either.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Plus 4.
Natural 20. Okay.
That's 24. Did I figure it out?
So you go back, you follow Seville. Seville's like, I didn't see anything. You push past him a little bit, and you see a little patch of the wall. And this part of the wall here is all bricks. They're larger bricks, but there's one that just looks a little different. It looks like there's a hairline fracture around this brick, and you just touch it, and you see behind you, you all snapped because the door
Quick to the walls, not to be seen.
We're going out on the wall.
pushes backwards, and you guys now see that there's an entrance that's opened up.
I want to line back against the wall and peek in.
Any light coming through?
Nope.
Can I have
That-
my crossbow pointed at the?
Yeah.
Can I-
hand crossbow, and just we're all kind of getting
Peek
an
in?
angle and peeking. in.
Okay, you peek in, and it looks like there's a passageway that goes left and right. So the door is sunk in.
But not
this.
straight. It's like a dead
Yeah.
end straight and then left and right.
Yep.
All right, we can still perhaps achieve our plan and lure some out, but I guess left or right. Any guesses?
Right.
Sure. After
Right
you.
it is.
I trust her.
I made it up.
Thank you.
So
for
who's
being
going
honest.
I will.
All right, Ariset,
I'm staying right on the shoulder.
We've got
of
your back.
jump
Anazara.
in. You
Are we
and
still gonna throw
you have your
the
rapier
voice?
out.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to a point where we could do that.
Yeah, when
Where
we
you could
see,
what?
when we find
Rest?
people.
Like throw the voice.
Find some
Oh.
people to lure out. We haven't seen anybody other
Things
than
have
whoever
changed, though,
went
I
through the
think,
door.
as it is.
Yeah. So let's go.
Well, but I mean, if we find some, we
so
might be able to.
as Ariset rounds the corner, you see a huge, long tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, come
A
on.
long
that goes
tunnel.
down to your right. As you went in, you saw that to the left only goes about
yeah.
a few feet, and it dead ends there.
Okay, you chose right.
Well, there might be something to the left. Before that did it.
I thought you said to the left was a dead
No,
end.
to the left is a dead end. It only goes a couple
Maybe
feet.
something-
then,
And right is a long
the-
tunnel.
So I'll go with Anazara to the left.
I
and
just want to
check
see
the
if there's
back.
anything on
All right,
the
do an
traps or
investigation.
Anything like
anything.
that. We'll do it. Can we do it together?
Yeah, you guys
You
can
gotta
do
understand,
advantage
she's a
or you can both
completionist
roll.
at heart.
Yeah.
You can't just not leave a room on. you know.
Untouched.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Investigation. 14.
20.
Oh.
Not
Cool.
natural.
So you do find you like it's fine. It's just a dead end. You say stop.
This must be something.
You find a hole. It's about half an inch in diameter. It's right in the middle of the wall, facing down. And you just yell, or I don't know. That's what you find. What do you do?
I want to peek through it.
You can't see. It just looks like dark. It's just a hole in the stone.
There's a hole over here.
Great. I'm sure there's many everywhere. Shouldn't
Yeah.
we get going?
What are you talking
It looks like
about?
there's.
It looks very deliberate. It looks special.
There's
Hey,
nothing.
everybody
like,
to the
It's all.
walls.
It's a hole. It's been smoothed out. I mean, it's.
Is it aimed right down the middle?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody to the walls. To the sides. To the sides.
All right.
Okay. As Ederset moves to the side.
Oh
let's see.
Lord.
Hold on.
I feel like we're making really
Oh,
good
these are
choices.
like something's gonna.
You hear
Like
under
a
your
lazy
foot.
team.
Little
You
Yeah.
hear
Indiana Jones.
you hear it click, but as you move to the side, you see, and right out of that hole, you see this. It's just something
A
just
dart
darts through the
or
air.
something?
Good looks,
And you
you.
hear it as it lands down the hallway.
Do I think
Can I?
that it was like
I'm gonna
triggered
take
by
a-
something, or
Yeah, you
something
you
just
well you
came as
you
she
definitely-
touched the wall?
no she roll a perception
Oh.
check.
Alright,
See
I'm
if you-
I
taking
stepped
it.
on a
God,
pressure
stepped
plate.
on something.
I'm going
I
into
got
my.
a natural 20.
Oh! You felt the ground below you sink just like a half
felt
an
it.
inch,
It was
and
a
you heard the
second.
click.
Good job, guys.
And it was
We're
that hole
doing
that I was
well.
looking at that it came out of?
Yeah.
Were
Good
there any
eyes.
other holes
Live
in the
Ball
wire.
wall?
bearing out of my
Watch
pouch,
the floor, everybody.
and I'm jamming a ball bearing in that.
It
little
fits
thing.
perfect.
And then taking the butt of my dagger and.
Hey,
like that.
if nothing
Alright.
else, this campaign has proven that ball bearings are very useful.
They're so useful.
Brought to you by Ballberry.
Perhaps some underrated gear.
Dude, it's the OG gear. You got this stuff is there for a reason.
Yeah, the crowbar, the ball bearings.
If you
I love
use
it.
it, it's genius.
Yeah,
it's
it
all
can-
about how you use it.
Yeah. If we wouldn't have gotten the sewers, this could have been a whole different sesh.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, yeah, I'm like thrilled that we avoided that trap. I'm like, good.
Zora, are there any other holes?
Do I see any others now that I've seen?
Yeah, now that we know what to look for.
It's just that.
Okay.
It's just that.
All right.
Well,
Um,
I think we're going the right way.
Watch your step.
The door is starting to close.
Let's go run to the right.
Okay, you guys all run to
Yeah,
the right?
yeah.
Okay. And it seals up.
All right, I want to just check in case of an escape. I want to check the latch that opens the door, so opposite wall.
Yeah, where the door recedes into, there's
Yeah.
a big, obvious, like,
Good,
it's a
good.
giant, like Minecraft.
Now we
button
know we
inside.
can get out.
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right, shall we then?
We shall.
Going first, I'm gonna stay with Anazara.
Okay.
Now, do we want to continue to scout ahead or just
Yeah.
surge forward together?
Let's all
It's
go
up to
together.
you.
Stay together,
What?
but let's
Stay
go
together,
forward.
let's go.
Yeah, if we get to a corner.
Checking. I think we should just everybody check sidewalls. We'll have to move a little slower. We want to check.
Because this
Yes.
hallway looks like
Yeah.
it goes down. I
Yeah.
mean, it goes past your dark vision, so
Correct.
it's quite long.
Let's light a torch.
And now that, well, I have one lit.
So look
Yeah.
at.
Now that we've triggered a trap, can we be alert and
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
more as
Someone
we go
take
along?
left side
Yeah.
wall. Someone take right side of the wall. Someone take
All right,
below
give me your
and go
marching
above.
order, and then everybody who's investigating, which might be all of you.
I
which
think
is-
all of us.
Which
Yeah,
is
we're
actually
all,
okay.
We've all picked.
Okay, just give me your marching order, and then
Walls
everybody
and
roll an
ceilings.
investigation
Okay,
check.
you're at
And
the
I'm going to
front.
count
Yeah.
it for the whole length of this
We're at the front.
passage.
Okay.
How wide can we do in
It's-
terms of a marching order? 2 by 2, 3 by
2 by 2. It's a little tight, 2 by 2. It's about 4.5 feet wide here,
Here's what I like.
but you can do it.
All right.
I like you two in the front,
Yeah.
me in the middle, and you two as a
I like
as
that.
a flank.
That's great.
I like it.
Great.
Yep.
Because they've got range
Yep.
to shoot over us.
Right, and I can kind of get wherever
Correct.
and heal or whatever needs to
Yeah.
be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm mostly investigating stuff down at the bottom where I can.
Right,
Would this
because
be
you're so
perception
low.
or investigation?
Investigation.
Okay.
22.
22.
15.
Oh,
22,
proud.
11.
What is
Bad
this that
for
I'm
me.
rolling?
Investigation.
So
12.
14,
12.
18.
Okay. So, Seville, you're just back in your element. You're just, all your training is kicking in. All the traps that you've learned, how to look for, disarm. You're looking, you're going down. It looks like it's clear. You make it more than halfway, and you say it's clear. And then suddenly, whoa! You put your hand out and you stop Anazora. And you see ahead, the ground rises up fractionally, minuscule amount. And there's a very thin line down the right-hand side, just wide enough for what you know to be a blade to come out of.
Oh my god.
And I just nudge him on the shoulder, and I'm like,
So, what would you like to do?
Point it out to the party. Just. And we're gonna do this, but I'm going to take my piece of chalk out of my side of my pack,
Mhm.
and I'm going to circle it.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Just outline it so that if we're running and getting chased,
remember.
the last person
Really
can
smart.
boom,
Okay.
trap
This
it.
is that edge guard training.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you all step over it.
maneuver, yeah.
Okay.
And then eyes out,
problem.
ears open, moving, tracking.
Okay. You step over it, and you finally, it takes a couple minutes. This is a really long hallway. And you also feel like there's a slight downward angle on this entire hallway. You come to a door. It's an iron door, which is pretty unusual. And it has a round wheel lock on it.
A lock, you say?
That's some
Damn
kind of
it.
round mechanism, like a big round handle.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my dry ice.
I'm gonna try to turn the
Stop.
thing.
I'm gonna expand the lock.
Tabitha, maybe you could have a look
Wait,
at
what?
this
I'm gonna pull out my
mechanism.
lightsaber.
And just make
Oh, don't go. Let's not
a
go.
door.
Hey,
Well-
maybe we're just teasing another Star Wars one-shot.
Maybe we are. Maybe we are.
Yep.
Okay, there's a lock to pick, I understand.
Well,
But there's no lock.
all right.
But you said it was like a locking mechanism, right?
It's like a mechanism. It's like a, I should just say it's a round wheel.
So
You
this is-
actually-
It looks like a safe lock almost.
you guys may have never seen anything like this.
it's pitch black, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
Checking-
He's got a torch.
No. But I'm saying, torch
No, there are no
goes out.
light.
It's no lights,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna tell everybody with a torch to
It's just me.
turn around and just kind of shield
Why don't
the
I-
light for a second.
I'll go 20 feet back.
Right. And I
That way I don't
want
have
to
to
now
restrike
check
it.
with dark vision, and I want to see just the front around it, and just to see if there's any traps
Do an investigation check.
or.
And I keep an eye. I look over my shoulder. I'm 20
Releases,
feet back,
yeah.
so the light isn't so close to the door. I'm just making sure no one's sneaking up behind us or anything.
Investigation 23.
Let's go, dude.
Jeez.
So
Let's go.
Rolling.
you check the whole
Really?
thing, and you see there's a sliver of the stone
Yeah.
that's right to the right of the door.
Yeah.
That definitely is some kind of a button or trigger or something. You're not sure,
Keep-
but you can tell that there's something there that's different.
Keep spotting traps, my boy.
Yeah.
Right. Does this look like an obvious, like, I'm going to go to the wheel, click, or is it off to the side?
It's off to the side. The
Alright.
piece of stone that you
Yes.
found, it's off to the side.
Okay. So I'm gonna say there's a piece of stone right there. It's not direct. It doesn't look like a trap. It looks like if someone knew this, they could unlock it.
I'm watching our flank. Just open the bloody door.
Okay, so you're just gonna, what are you gonna do?
What do you think?
Wait, you think that the stone will open the door?
It's not directly in front, which would be, at least in my experience, Tabitha, at least in my experience, if it was a trap, it'd be set to turn or step. It looks like someone has to know that that's the release to the wheel.
Can I do an
Can I just-
investigation or like a history check, something so that I can see if I've seen this before?
Do a history check.
Could you pull the
Delightful.
stone out?
Well, we can do
It doesn't
it.
look like it pulls out because it's
Looks like
pretty
it's
flush with the wall, but
18.
probably can push it
Push
in.
it in?
Yeah.
Was it
18?
18?
No, you're not sure. You haven't seen anything like this before.
Oh my
I thought
goodness.
Push the stone.
Correct. I'm just wondering, and I'm asking for advice. It doesn't look like a trap. It looks like a way to open the door. Are we all in agreement? Okay. Let's just stand not in front of the door when I.
You can press the stone. It's like
Yeah.
pushing in like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
great.
Moment you push that in. Acid drop. No, I'm kidding. No, you hear this. And you see the door just opens a little bit.
I'll go over to the door and see if I can like.
Yeah, you pull
And
the
I'll
door.
I'll advance
and it
now.
makes a
All right. I'm
And
right over her
the door.
shoulder.
The door
with my
opens,
hand
no
crossbow.
problem.
Great.
What you see before you is you're elevated into a dark room. And there is a bit of a precipice in front of you, and then looks like a little metal staircase that goes down.
Metal?
Can we hear
Can we
anything?
It's the
look
same
over
kind
the
of wrong
precipice?
thing.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, just
view over. Like,
you can view over. It's dark. Even with your dark vision, you can't see it. It just seems like it goes down. It's like cavernous.
want to keep going
You
down.
do see actually in front of you, about 15 feet in front of you, you see what looks like a stone column that goes up to the ceiling above. Just see this one stone column that goes up.
What we could do, I do
It
have
looks like it's like just supporting the.
What looks like you get just the acoustics in here. You get the feeling this is a large room. That's a big support structure.
Can we hear anything?
Roll a perception check.
I have an
We
extra.
just come to a precipice, stairs
Yeah,
down.
it goes about 2 feet, and then it just
All right, but the column there.
columns about 15 feet from the edge of the
Okay, so
precipice, and you just see it just kind of looming out there in the darkness. And just,
Okay, but
I
how
have an extra
wide
torch I
did
could
we
just
open
drop
up to?
down.
I rolled a 17.
So off to the sides, it's not that wide. It's about 15 feet off each side,
Okay.
and you can see the walls that go off. There's nowhere to go from this place. You don't see any place you can kind of move off.
Yeah.
Perception-wise, the air smells a little interesting. It's almost a little funky. It's not really bad. It's not sewage. It smells like kind of like an algae smell in here. It's really moist. You see a couple rats scurrying on the side, kind of going down. They have their own paths.
Get out of there. What shape
You
is the
don't-
room?
It looks like it. Well, you can't quite tell. I mean, you can see that it's squared off here, but it goes off into darkness.
Okay.
So again, about 15 feet of each side of your path,
Mhm.
and about 2 feet in front of you,
And then
it's just
Down
it's
how
just-
far? Past our dark vision?
Oh yeah, past your dark vision.
So
That's
I do
plus
have an extra
16 feet.
torch. I don't mind dropping one down.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but do we alert
I mean,
our presence? We've
Someone very well may have saw us through that secret door anyway. I think at this point, better we know what's down there than go in blind.
And we would have heard him or
I
smelled
agree.
him.
Unless one of you wants to sneak down first, but I think we
No,
keep
thank you.
rolling the dice a bit with that.
I don't think he was down there. We would have heard.
just give me a second.
I laughed really hard
Yeah?
at that, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure why.
All right, look,
Like, huh.
I'll have the other torch ready, unlit. But if I hear any alarm, I'm
Yep.
striking.
Before that
and throwing
second,
it
you're
down.
green and
Yeah.
flowers spray.
For
Yeah?
1 second, then back
Here's
to
the
winter.
thing.
And then you're like, huh? And you're
Yeah.
I want to
back to
make.
orange.
I want to make.
Oh, winter. Oh, sadness.
Yeah. After that vision.
Yeah, still
Is it
winter.
part of? I want to make a bit of a harness and give them some rope,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go down. And
Well, there's that column, right?
There's a
Just calm,
staircase.
but it's about 15 feet
15
out.
Oh, there's
Okay.
a staircase.
Is there not a
No,
staircase?
it's a metal
It's
rung.
metal
Same
rungs.
things you guys
Oh,
came down
you're
before.
fine.
A
Quit being a
ladder?
weenie.
It's like a
No,
ladder,
I
but
wanna-
it's the rungs that are built together.
You're fine. Take
Sure,
the ladder.
Fine, we're going down.
Are you dropping the torch or not?
No, I'm gonna let him go down first, and I'm gonna watch. I'll be ready to drop that extra torch if I fear that, or I hear or sense that something's wrong, so that there's light down there.
So,
Okay.
I'm just
do
on
I
the ready
notice,
waiting.
Has she get her color back?
She's still white.
Okay, so, yeah, all right. Are you sure? All right. I'm going down.
Okay. All right.
I'm
You-
going down, down,
make-
down.
You make your way down, and it does take you a while. It's pretty.
Are we all just waiting for the top?
Yeah. Are you guys all gonna wait? Okay.
I want to go
don't have
down.
to,
Let's
go ahead.
carry this. Let's get
All right,
into it.
Tabitha
guys.
goes down as well.
There's my rogue.
And I
Yeah.
say, you can't go alone. And I come
Alright.
after you.
All right, so,
So
you
we're all
all
going down.
you all go down,
I'll be the last one down.
and as you guys go, you hear and the echo of that door slamming behind you just echoes in this chamber. And you come down to liquid.
Oh my.
This is the thing that I've kicked like 6 times.
Lingerie and flowers. Fifth floor.
I'm gonna have to rebuild it. Hold on. What you see is, again, there's
Wigs and dentures.
no light down here, except for the light you're casting off the torch. You see a green water. There's no path except for the foot landing at the bottom of this rung. And you see that column in front of you. You think there might be a couple more off in the darkness. Those with dark vision can see a second column past that. Let's keep going. I'm missing a piece. Where did you go? Here you are. Okay.
What have we gotten ourselves into now?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps deep shit.
Okay, now let me pull this up on
Some big
our.
baddies in here.
Obviously, there's some sort of. We're gonna like touch something.
And
it'll be
there's
like
nothing in here. You go into the next room.
Okay. Yeah,
I
this
just
is
put
not.
this all together for no reason.
This is not
So
a
just
big
pass
deal.
through.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hang on there.
Terrizzle, terrain.
Stand
right.
by, stand by.
We're just setting up some terrain, guys.
Stand by.
With camera.
Ion control.
Stand by.
Fire.
Fire.
And for those,
Okay.
just checking in with the time for those if anyone needs to know. It's 8:43.
Oh wow, we've got. Okay, guys.
So
Well, okay, we'll.
There you go.
It's perfect. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, that looks great.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So you guys find yourself in this chamber, and you see the water undulating, kind of lapping against you here. Oops. I'm gonna leave it at the beginning. And what would you guys like to do?
What's happening? Where am I? Is
So-
there anything
so
of note
you're
besides
all
just
you're all standing on the edge right here.
Okay.
I'll say there's just enough room. I'm not gonna put your minis there because
I'll stealthily go around that.
there's water.
Water?
it's
Column a
all
little bit?
water there.
How
You-
deep is it?
this
Does
is-
it feel like
Yeah,
the
how
water's getting deeper as I walk
You're
this
gonna go in?
direction? Oh, I thought we were already
You're
standing
right at
in
the
water.
edge here, and then it's all water. This all the green here on the bottom is all water.
All right, so I'm gonna touch a foot down to see if I can see how deep it goes, because I'm the first one down.
Okay, so holding onto the rung,
Yeah.
you dip a
I'll
foot.
take a.
You
yeah.
can feel
I'll
the side.
I'll do my rapier and I'll just go like this.
Oh, okay, then you feel the rapier hit stone and then drag off and still keep going. It's like you can tell it's sloped downward, but it goes up to your hand and you pull it back out. It's deep.
Is there any way to go around the sides?
No.
Can I Elsa?
Oh, you can try. I
Ice
mean, there's
princess
there's
it?
like there's a bit of a. you
Dude,
might be
and
able to
make a
try it.
bridge.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna Elsa ice
I'm
bridge
gonna
it?
ice princess and conjure up a ice horse and ride across it. I mean, it just it seems
So
like
You
there's-
are winter.
So I have a good picture here.
Mm-hmm.
That column. Are we on one of those columns?
No, you're
No,
right here.
those
So
go
you
to
There's
guys,
a ladder along the side. We just lower
Yeah,
ourselves
you guys
down.
can't see this little ladder that you came down.
I see. So all we and do those columns go all the way up to the ceiling?
They do, yeah.
Does it
They're
look like
they're much taller than they seem here.
I kind of lean with
This
my?
again, it's past your dark vision. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Way past your vision. but-
There's two things I want to do. I want to lean with my torch and I want to try to examine anything I can see toward the column and then also look down into the water.
Okay.
Does it?
Roll
Can
a
I look at
perception
his
check.
rapier and see? Does it look like it has corroded at all, being dipped into this water?
Do a perception check.
14 for me. I
For
look
you.
at the column and the water.
So you see kind
Nine.
of what you do see. You see a lot of algae on the bottom of the column that starts to disappear as it gets away from the water. The stone here looks very old. And it, again, just disappears out of your vision. The water itself looks, as it's lapping and you're looking close at it,
Mm-hmm.
while it looks green and dark and ominous, when it laps up, it looks kind of clear and fresh for some reason.
Okay.
And there are little floating patches of algae on the water here.
There's something
Okay.
alive in here.
I take my bow and I shoot an arrow into the
That's exactly
center.
what I was gonna do with my thing. We're so connected.
So, okay, so you pull back and you see it goes right into the center.
I'm not sure that whatever came down here was human.
I don't think this is the Soom Rock.
You see water laps up at you, a little bit stronger than it did a second ago.
Are we on
And then
the,
again.
Am I the only one there, or we have
No,
gone
you're
on
all,
the
like,
edges?
We're
clustered.
like all on the ladder.
On
You're
the
all like,
edges.
well, I'm gonna say there's enough room for you to kind of be holding onto each other right at the bottom of the stairs, and the water surges up over the side and goes up over your feet and pulls away
I have a
again.
question. How tall are these columns?
And as you have that question,
Okay. We have to roll for
the
something.
water
something.
explodes
Oh my
in
god!
front of you, and you see
I knew it.
out of the water 2 heads
No!
appear.
It's a mutant crocodile now!
This giant
It's so big!
It's actually,
Oh.
and we're gonna leave it there tonight, guys. Next time you're gonna roll initiative, and I'm actually gonna build this a lot bigger because I didn't put him in there, and I'm like, whoa, that's big.
Oh no.
Oh
So-
my god.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, don't forget to turn back the
It's
camera.
the Soom Rock.
Oh.
They're a crocodile.
Golly.
That is a
Actually,
lot.
Gosh, just for a second I
happening.
thought
That's
it was
a-
gonna be friendly
that's a-
water. I thought it was gonna be happy water.
Ah.
Just for a
What?
second.
Just for a
Down
second.
in the bottom of
I
the
was
sewer?
hopeful.
No.
It was hope.
Yeah.
It was too hopeful. No, it's this giant 2-headed crocodile.
That's a great mini.
It's a great mini.
If you
This
can
is-
even call it a mini.
This is a Dwarven Forge mini, which I've been dying to use since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this. We
Let's
got
hope
this one.
we're not dying
No, you're gonna die.
when it is
This
used.
thing is.
That looks
awesome.
quite
Yeah.
gnarly.
I feel like one of the first things we fought
Where's
were like
the upside
alligator
to
type
that?
things. Does anyone?
The
Huh?
lizards.
And did I make
Oh, the
that?
lizards.
The lizards. So I
Lizards.
feel like this is like.
Come full circle.
Yeah.
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 Well, it'll come full circle thing.
A
to us,
lizard
but they
worthy
won't.
of
It'll maybe
us.
come full
So-
circle when you try not to befriend it.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, you guys,
Yeah.
this should be really interesting because our party has been through a tough encounter today, and we're all tapped out. I know most of us don't have our spells.
I have no spells.
So you should definitely tune in next time because we're gonna have our hands full.
Indeed.
yeah.
You guys have
Can't
gone
even get
down
outta
into
here.
the depths of the sewers of Vordin, and there's more down here than a double-headed crocodile.
Oh, I knew I didn't want to
All
go
right,
down
are we gonna
here.
do our giveaway?
Yes, we're gonna do our giveaway
Yay!
now. Thank you for that reminder. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go for it.
All right, guys. So for all of you who are still with us, some people just dropped out. That was bad timing because we're giving away a D&D book.
Oh my gosh! A
Come
D&D
on,
book?
guys.
Come on.
It's my special birthday giveaway. My D&D book giveaway. Okay, I have to mute you guys so I don't get a feedback loop there. All right. Okay, so we have. All right. I've got to initiate it. Stand by, guys, while I get the Streamlabs giveaway plugin thing happening.
All right.
Hang tight, guys. If you stick around,
So
you
what do we
could
do? Like a
win.
random?
Yeah, it does a random for the people that are watching right now.
All right. I'm guessing it's gonna be Killer Panda.
That is one of the OGs, Killer Panda.
It'd
We
be
know
awesome.
you've been with us for a while, but any of you guys, whether you're an older or
No,
newer,
that's just my guess.
We got some people jumping back in. Very smart.
Ah.
If you guys are in chat right now, give me a hey so I can see that you're out there. as I'm pulling up the Streamlabs thing.
So that's my psychic guess as a Mendeleer.
All right,
I think
KP.
it's gonna
As a
be
Mendeleer.
Yes, I think it's gonna
The
be.
Yeah,
Mendeleer.
we're
We
getting
got
some
a
haze, it
hay
looks
from
like.
Satan's. Very nice.
Yeah.
Satan's camel toe. Come on.
Say that
Satan's-
out loud.
Satan's camel toe
Satan's
69.
I love it.
Bad name.
Whoever you are.
Camel toes.
Satan's Camel Toes should be like a metal song.
Let's
should be
hear
like,
it.
Yeah, what do we got?
Satan's Camel Toe. Like something
69.
Like that. Yeah. Well, no, it's just you didn't realize I have 69 like tattooed on my
Oh,
forehead while
that's
I was
even,
playing.
That's even cooler. Okay.
All right, so what about everybody else's guess? Is it gonna be Thanes?
I don't have chat
Yeah,
up
thank you,
because I was
Thanes. Thank
training
you for
in
the birthday
moment.
wishes.
Is it gonna be Thanes Pop? Is it gonna be Satan? I mean, what are we
Nice.
gonna
We-
do?
We got a noise from Caitlin. There you go. All right. Initiating.
Don't worry, guys. I still have inspiration.
That's good.
Yeah, that's right, you
I'd
haven't
probably
used
be
that
glad you hung on to it for the crocodile encounter.
Captain R.D. Beard.
Okay.
And who's in there?
Yeah.
Sorry. Never used this before.
Was
Stand
it in
by.
the task campaign or this campaign? It must have been the task where
Which
you
one?
were trying to find an animal.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was a test.
task campaign. Which
it
you
was.
finally found. I think our last session.
Yeah, panther, right?
Panther, sexual panther.
Yeah.
I wanted a panther. Yeah.
We still have to end that, by the way. That,
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a special one night where we do the final encounter of that, of our test. We did a test session over the summer when we all came together. We decided to do this show, and we wanted to like get some of the bugs out. I was new to DMing, so I was super nervous, so I wanted to get some practice in before the show. So we did
Because I
that.
was gonna pitch, you could update your animal to this double-headed.
Okay, all right, guys.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
got it working, and here goes.
Tried.
3, 2, 1. KP Killer Panda!
The
That's
Mendeleer
crazy.
strikes
Dude, that's the
again.
second time you've done that. That
It's
is
twice.
that is not. I don't like that. That makes me
What did you
nervous. He called it.
I guessed who it was gonna be.
Wow.
He called. Was it Timmy?
It's twice.
Yeah.
Timmy and then
Timmy the
yeah.
Spork and then KP.
KP.
Well, okay, just guess that I'm gonna like. Win
And
the
guys,
lottery
listen. If you
tomorrow.
didn't win right now, first of all, Killer Panda, I'm so excited you won.
That's
Me
amazing.
too.
Yeah.
DM me which D&D book you would like. We also have a giveaway going on Twitter right now. If you're not following us, it's a one-day giveaway, also a D&D book. So get over there. We're _roleplayers, ROLL, roleplayers with an S. Follow us there. Like that post for the giveaway. I think you have to retweet it, and you'll be entered. We're gonna do that one in a couple hours. I'll pull that one.
Awesome.
So get over there, get it done. Thank you guys for sticking with us. We love you guys. We love the
Yes.
D&D community. We
Oh, and
love-
Judd, don't
yeah.
forget, follow us on YouTube as well, where we're putting up our back episodes and whatnot.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah, if
that.
you missed us like last week or the week before, catch up on
Yes,
YouTube.
we have episodes 2 through 13.
Yeah, they're a little behind, so if you really want to be able to watch any of them back, it's best to be a subscriber where you can just watch anything back at any time, but we will eventually probably put everything on YouTube.
Yeah, everything goes up there. You know, ostensibly it goes like a week after we roll it,
Yeah.
but I am busy, and so I
Yeah.
just did like 3 or 4. But please go there and subscribe. It's free. And once we get 100 subscribers there, then we get our own individual YouTube channel name,
That'd
which
be
would
nice.
be so nice. So it'd be easy to find us.
Yeah.
So you guys, first
That's
of all,
all random. So just so you know, we're not playing with the thing. It's random picking the person.
no, it's random.
Yeah.
It creates it.
Yeah.
Anybody
It's
who's
like-
live in the stream
Just
gets
so you know,
entered.
that's
Peter, like,
my
can't
random
believe his own,
awesomeness.
His psychic
foresight.
powers.
That's
Yeah.
just
It's a
a
bit
random
weird.
awesomeness, nailing it.
Yeah.
That's why it took me so long to figure out how to do the Streamlabs giveaway thing. Sorry.
But it was great.
Usually, yeah, we had somebody else to do that, but and I'm sure Jamie, I'll hand that off to you in the future, so I don't have to worry about it. But guys, thank you so much, and my players, thank you for my wonderful birthday
Yeah.
Happy
cake.
birthday again,
I'm gonna
John.
go jump into that thing.
Maybe we need to eat this
Yeah.
cake.
We're gonna eat that
Oh
cake.
yeah, we're gonna eat this cake.
Critical hit on that cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for letting us make your Saturdays a hell of a lot better. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Bye.